It's one of the most heated rivalries in all of Colorado sports, and tonight's venue is on the ice. With the season series tied at 1 game each, Colorado hosts the front end of a home-and-home with State. In Boulder, it's senior night, and they're celebrating one of the most successful classes in school history. But the game itself looms large. The Buffs can secure their spot within the top 10 of the country. Last time these two clubs met at the 40th parallel, CSU stunned CU, scoring 2 goals late and taking the win in a shootout. Will CU flip the script tonight? It's the Rocky Mountain Face-Off, next on Buff Sports Live. Let's send it down to Captain George Gruber first, who I caught up with moments ago.
Here with George Gruber. George, it's your final home game as a CU Buff. Kind of feeling the emotions tonight a bit?
Absolutely. It's been an all-day affair, you know, just trying to enjoy the day, really soak everything in, and really be with the boys from start to finish, and you know, just enjoy every bit of it.
When does that, you know, mindset switch from, you know, this is a celebration of my career here to, all right, it's time to go play hockey?
You know, we have this is business. Like, we're here to do a job, and I think, you know, all day we're going around and enjoying it, but at the same time we know that we need to get after it right away and take it to them. So, you know, it's a little bit of both all the way through, and it's great to have our parents all here, and I think that'll be really special, but right away.
You know, Colorado State is a team you've played many times across your college career now. Last time they played here did not end in a way that we want to talk about again. How do you make sure that, you know, your last home game here on CU Buffs ice does not end in that type of fashion?
You know, our motto the last couple games have been, you know, this is playoff hockey. We're trying to prep for nationals, and I think all the guys' mindsets are pretty, you know, in the zone, ready to go, and they know what it takes. So I think it'll be a great game overall. Just the guys know what to do, and you know, just lean on each other, work together, and get the job done.
Personally, it's been a weird year for you because it seems like all the chaos and all the guys taking bullets are going down left and right around you, but you've stood tall. I think you've only missed 1 game, the suspension earlier in the year. But how have you tried to keep that consistent mindset and that consistent approach in the middle of the lineup? Because I have noticed it's been a key to you guys succeeding.
Right, yeah. You know, I contribute a lot of my success to like off-ice stuff, off-ice preparation. You know, we start practice at 8, here at 7, doing the off-ice stuff, stretching, you know, rolling out, and I contribute a lot of that to the, you know, the mental side of things. You know.
Anything else for tonight that's maybe something you'll be looking forward to? I know you guys love your boy Matt Hefter. He's not skating tonight. I know he's joking like he's going to be in the starting lineup. Anything maybe special planned for that?
I can't say anything. Yeah, I can't contest any of that right now, but I guess we all shall see.
Well, stay tuned. Back upstairs.
Jake Shapiro here with my brother Joey Shapiro for this game between Colorado and Colorado State. And Joe, last time we were here, Colorado State stunned CU with the final moments. Colorado collapsed, allowed 2 goals late in the game. You just can't have that.
Look, there's no doubt that these two teams don't like each other, and CU blowing that game with about a minute left to go. They were up by 2 goals, took a dumb penalty. CSU was able to take advantage of that, and there's no doubt that these two teams do not like each other. There's going to be some feud here tonight, and if CSU wants to come out of the gate strong after the senior night, your legs haven't been moving around for a little while, they got to come out right from the opening whistle.
There certainly are a lot of emotions in the building tonight, not only with senior night and the rivalry and that rematch of the game we saw last time here on Buff Sports Live, but, you know, there's a couple seniors that went down earlier in the year, a couple seniors that are very important, and it's going to be emotional for them to take the ice for one last time. Joe, you were a very emotional hockey player when you played. How do you make sure those emotions carry over onto the ice rather than in the scrums and out in front of the net?
Look, it's a whole team effort, and it starts from the coach. The coach is going to tell this team in the locker room to keep your emotions in check. You know, you're a senior. This is one of your last games of the season, and then, you know, you go into playoffs or whatever. But you want this game to be meaningful, especially because you're playing your rival, and you got to know you got to beat them on the scoreboard and not in the penalty stats.
Well, it's all about beating Colorado State tonight. There are plenty of fans out here. It's a Friday night in Boulder. But before we get to puck drop, I caught up with head coach Eric Ballard just moments ago.
Here with Coach Eric Ballard. Coach, senior night for a very important group to you, as I know. How do you make sure, with all the emotions going on, that one, you get to enjoy it, but two, you get to play a hockey game and focus on that hockey game as well?
Well, it's interesting you say that, Jake, because we not only did I send out a group text earlier today about the senior night, but we just had a meeting upstairs, and the general focus is all about, you know, those players, those 12 seniors that have donned this uniform for, you know, 3 to 4 years, depending if they're a transfer or not. You know, they've sacrificed a lot of time and effort, and they've represented the University of Colorado to the best of their ability and done it well. And, you know, that testament to them, 3 straight 20-plus win seasons for me as their coach, and given everything they've got, 3 trips to the national tournament in the top 10 every year. So that group of seniors are very special, great group of young men, and tonight is all about, you know, tipping the cap to the seniors, holding the rope for them, which in turn, you know, gives us the opportunity to play all 10 seniors tonight, obviously with Matt Hefter and Thomas Jarman out for the season. All 10 seniors will dress tonight. All 10 seniors will see quality ice time, and you know, it's all about, you know, putting their needs in front of everybody else's. So it's going to be an emotional night for a lot of guys, and it's all about, you know, enjoying the moment, and more importantly, taking full opportunity of what's in front of us. We've got CSU, a rivalry game. It's a throwaway game for them. It doesn't do anything for them. It keeps us in the rankings where we're at number 8. And you know, it's an in-state rivalry game. So the emotions, you couldn't find a more emotional game for the Buffs in the 3 years that I've been here. I say consistently 4 years total, but you won't find a more emotional game and more on the line. Not so much on the scoreboard, but just everybody taking full advantage of the next 60 minutes together as a group.
Maybe in addition to that is the last time CSU came here, we both know how that ended, and want to make sure that gets corrected, and managing not only the emotions of a revenge, a rivalry game, a senior night, as you said, one of the most emotional nights you've been here. How do you make sure that translates out onto the ice and not into the shenanigans in the corners or out in front of the net?
Well, Jake, you know just as well as I do, you've seen it. That's going to be hard to curb, because I think that those shenanigans, as you say, will always exist, because I think when you're a hockey player, the emotions set in. They're not so concerned about, you know, whether or not they're not going to fight back, or they're not going to, you know, really push it where they need to. It's about, you know, showing the dominance here at home and really establishing ourselves as a top 10 team. So all those elements play a major factor. So I think the one thing about it is, because they're seniors, we're going to rely on those guys to keep their mental focus in check for 60 minutes. You know, stay extremely true to what we believe, to our game plan, what we've set up this week to make sure is going to, you know, ensure our success for the next 2 games.
Away from, you know, tonight and more towards the next 2 games, and then looking forward to the postseason, what do you do tonight? Do you establish anything tonight to make sure you guys are headed in the right track and continue to be on that track towards playing your best hockey of the year, not only the next 2 games, but moving forward?
There's no question. You know, we went to Oklahoma last weekend, and we dropped a real tough one to UCO on Thursday night. And we spent so much time, you know, mentally and physically and emotionally invested in that game, because it was the Western Collegiate Championship on the line, and we came up a goal short. And we were not, you know, obviously we're all disappointed about the outcome, but you know, the message before that game was the effort has to outweigh the outcome, and it did. You know, we asked the guys to do a little extra in that 60 minutes, and we blocked more shots than we have, and we finished more hits, and it's a great building block for us, you know. And then we beat OU on Friday night and came up short on Saturday. But at the forefront of what we're trying to accomplish in the next 2 games, moving into postseason, moving to Columbus in March, is we need to shore up certain parts of our game, our D zone. We need to be able to focus, finish, you know, 200 feet away from our own net, find the back of the net. And I think with practice this week, we've established what we want to accomplish. And now it's time to, you know, put it on the ice and get it done for the next 60, next 120, really. But I think we're in a good spot right now. I like where we're at. I like where our mental focus is. More importantly, again, we're going to ride this wave of emotion right into Columbus, which I'm excited about.
You heard from the coach himself. Puck drop is next, but first, we got to celebrate the seniors. So stay tuned for our senior night coverage here on Buff Sports Live.
Upstairs again on Buff Sports Live, talking CU Buffs hockey on the pregame show. And we're about to get the senior celebration underway. You can see they've put down the mats on the ice, and we're getting set to have that celebration take place to honor the seniors here in Boulder, Colorado for this matchup between the Colorado Buffaloes and Colorado State Rams. Should be a doozy tonight, and I use doozy very rarely because it's not a great word, but this one should be a great game, Joey, and we talked about it on the onset. Just a lot of emotions. You can already feel it in the air in this building. You know, they've got the lights turned out. Just a different feel than we're used to here in Boulder.
Yeah, and it's a really cool night, and especially that it's versus their rival. But it's going to be a really special night for these guys, and they want to win this game, and this is important to them, even if the standings don't show that, especially for CSU. But, you know, these guys want to win. They want to make a statement.
And you can see it matters for both of these teams because they've started each their number one goaltender. Of course, Colorado is going to start Colin Champagne. He's in his final game of his career. But Dax Dietrich is in net, the starting goalie for CSU. And this is a back-to-back. There's no need for Dax Dietrich to be playing tonight on the road when he can be playing tomorrow night at home. And like we heard from Eric, pretty meaningless games. You know, we see a lot of families out here in front of us. Some of you, I know, could not make it. We want to let you know your boys are thinking about you. They were all asking me how they could watch tonight and how they could tell their parents they could watch. So obviously you've already found us, but tell your friends Buff Sports Live or Boulder Channel 63. That's where we're broadcasting this one for tonight. We're waiting for the players to come on to the bench and the PA to announce the senior night. Eric Ballard already on the Colorado bench, the helmets on the bench. As the players will be able to show off the flow. I know they like that aspect of the game as they take the ice for one final time here in Boulder, Colorado. It's been an up and down season for the Colorado Buffaloes. A lot of injuries, a lot more than they would like, and they are still in a good position heading towards March. But they did drop a big game, as Coach talked about, on Friday to Central Oklahoma, in which they could have given themselves a chance to win this conference, the ACHA. Instead, now they're playing for second place. Not a great feeling, but they are going to nationals either way because of their success this year. Seeing some staffers take the ice and some parents. Should be a very nice celebration. George Gruber, who we talked to earlier, the senior captain of this team, and here's Matt Adams for the Colorado Buffaloes, leading the Buffs onto the bench. Ryan McClough, Pippin Weisbeck, Chris Doyle, Luke Carter. Wonder if Hefter and Jarman put the jerseys on tonight despite their injuries. That's what we're looking forward to. That's what George was hinting at in the interview we had with him. Of course, all the seniors dressed tonight on senior night. Max Larman towards the Colorado bench over there as well. Reed Gregory, Trace Jablin, Ben Hull. Ben Hull may have scored the most entertaining goal of the Colorado Buffaloes year as he knocked off Minot State in the fourth round of a shootout here on home ice. It's a fun game to watch.
And that's got to be a special moment for him when he looks back and remembers his career here at Colorado University.
Hefter did not put the jersey on. He's out there in a nice-looking cardigan. The club president for the Buffaloes, and still waiting on the PA announcement. Joe, when you prepare for a hockey game like this, it gets a bit tough when you have to take you out of your normal rhythm, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough for everyone. Even though it's a senior night, all the players feel the effects of this special night. They want to celebrate their seniors, the guys that have been here and have really worked hard for this club. But the other players out there, they want to win this game, and the seniors really want to win this game, and they're telling those guys. And it's a special moment. I've been a part of a senior night before in high school, but everybody feels it, even the other team, the referees. The game might be a little bit sloppy at the start, but you got to have a special night like this to celebrate these guys' special careers.
No doubt. I believe one of the CSU players is a brother of a Colorado player, and that's why you see a CSU Ram over on the Colorado side. Obviously not on the bench, but out there. That's number 17 of the CSU Rams, Christopher Nitchin. And yes, that is John Nitchin's brother for the Colorado Buffaloes. John's come back from an injury this year, and that's really cool. Your brother could come out, and it's nice of, I believe, the mother of the family, the Nitchin family, is wearing a Colorado jersey here. I don't think they're split, but the father, I believe, I can't tell from up here, it looks like he's got a Colorado State hat on, try to balance out the family there. Tough relationship at the dinner table when they go home and have family dinners.
I got to imagine that he feels a little bit uncomfortable wearing green over there, standing around all of the Colorado players and parents.
Wonder if anyone's chirping him. Got to get a few chirps in.
I can't imagine.
Well, we saw me get some chirps in against the Colorado Buffaloes hockey team earlier this week. I had the opportunity to go out and shoot a video for promo of this game, and the boys did not think I would live up to the level of being able to chirp with them, but I did. Obviously, I could not keep up with them on the ice, but I'll take 1 for 2 any day. That's a good batting average in baseball, and that's the sport I'm more familiar with at the end of the day. Still getting some pictures, obviously soaking in the moment here in Boulder. The rink being lit by Christmas lights right now. That's why it's so dark on your TV set. Don't adjust your TV set if you're watching on a TV set, or I guess your computer monitor nowadays, but we're still settling in here either way. And getting all the families out into the ice. Wheelchair, that's Jarman, I believe, who got very devastatingly cheap-shotted last time we had a broadcast here, and the day after he had scored a hat trick. Ended his college career, though, with a weekend where he scored a 4-point game and a college hat trick, so that's a nice thing for him. Obviously, stinks that he's not able to take place in this celebration the way he wants to.
Yeah, that's got to be really emotional for him, but it's going to be nice for him to get out on the ice and celebrate everything with his teammates and with his parents, and very cool.
Like I said, a lot of parents in the building tonight. A lot of fans still making their way in. Puck drop at 7:30. We had the post-game show early, made sure that anyone that was not here was able to catch this whole festivity. Maybe not the most interesting thing to everyone watching, but I'm sure there's someone out there that couldn't be here that wanted to be there with either their kid or nephew or whatever it may be. So the rest of the Colorado Buffaloes getting ready to take the ice and join their teammates. And we're going to tune in for the PA announcement.
Game of the Buffs 2017-2018 season. So it's time for the senior night ceremonies. This year the Buffs will be graduating 12 incredible seniors. First from St. Louis, Missouri, goaltender number 1, Andrew Lux. Andrew is accompanied today by his mother Michelle, father John, and brother Phil. He is graduating with a degree in aerospace engineering. Then he will be working for Boeing.
Andrew Lux, aerospace engineering is his degree. Career at Colorado, has played 6 games, 4-1 record with a .313 goals against. Has backed up Colin Champagne very well over the course of his career, getting those pictures in with his parents. Luxer's a very good guy and very gracious with his time. He's helped us with a lot of stuff here at Buff Sports Live over the years. So good to see Lux get some of that love.
Next from Bismarck, North Dakota, number 3, Johnny Dora. Johnny is accompanied by his mother Stephanie, father Mike, brother Steve, sister Michaela, Uncle Mark, and grandmother Joanne. He is graduating with a degree in integrated physiology, then is going to dental school.
Dora is graduating with a degree in integrated physiology. Number 3 of the Colorado Buffaloes, has played 59 games, 2 goals, 7 assists in his career, 51 shots on net, 120 penalty minutes, and a +4. Been a solid lower line defenseman for most of his career here at Colorado. Run into him at Illegal Pete's every here and again. Just a good guy overall, like most of these guys on the Colorado Buffaloes.
Next, from Breckenridge, Colorado, number 7, George Gruber II. George is accompanied by his mother Melissa and his father George. He would like to thank his teammates and his coaches for the last 4 years. The Pope family, along with his parents, George's mother and his siblings, Henry and Patrick, for their continued support over the years. He is graduating with a degree in integrated physiology and is going to medical device sales.
That's Captain George Gruber on the ice right now, joined by his family. He's also graduating with a degree in integrated physiology. He's been a great player for Colorado. Very important on and off the ice. 112 games played in his career, 56 points. Just been a fun guy to watch play, a +33 in his 4 years here at Colorado. And George, this means from your coach, he told me from all your coaches and teammates, they told me to thank you on the broadcast for all the sacrifices you've made off the ice.
John is accompanied by his mother, Christy, and father, Steve. He is graduating with a degree in advertising and is undecided about his post-graduation plan.
There's John Nitchin on the ice, hugging his brother out there in the CSU uniform. I'm sure this is a picture that they'll have forever with the CSU and the CU out there. Nitchin's played in 91 games over the course of his career, scored 71 points. +27, has been just a solid top-line forward for Colorado over the course of his career here in Boulder.
From Lafayette, Colorado, number 21, Matt Anders. Matt is accompanied by his mother, Kathy, and father, Tim. He is graduating with a degree in advertising and a minor in communications. Matt wants to pursue a master's in marketing in Europe after graduation.
It's Matt Anders on the ice right now. He's played 117 games with 146 points, +62. Has just been a prolific player for Colorado. Had the opportunity to represent his country, USA, last year. Played in the intercollegiate games. He's just been a very, very important player to Colorado and Eric Ballard on the ice with the amount of points he's put up.
Denver, Colorado, number 22, Andrew Bradford. Andrew is accompanied by his mother, Sophia, and father, Chris, and also wants to recognize his girlfriend, Maddie, brothers, Zach and Joey, and sister, Katie, for their continued support throughout his hockey career. Andrew is graduating with a degree in mechanical engineering and plans on working for a regional electrical contractor, doing tech and business development.
There's big Andrew Bradford on the ice. He's played 95 games in his career, 43 points, 6'3" forward, has just been a very good player for Colorado out on the wing, has done everything Coach Eric Ballard has asked of him over his career, whether it's to get in a scrap and protect a teammate or score a big goal. He's done it for Colorado, and the local boy getting the celebration here with his family for the last time he steps on the ice at CU.
Eric is accompanied by his mother, Brenda, and father, Mike. He will be graduating with a degree in chemical engineering and is undecided about his postgraduate.
Eric Kardash on the ice, one of my personal favorite players to watch play. Fast skating defenseman, 86 games played in his college career with 54 points. It's been a plus 19. Like I said, just a fun player to watch play. Helps Colorado play that positionalist hockey like we've talked about on this broadcast before. It allows them to do so much in the offensive zone, and he's a very important piece for the Colorado Buffaloes and Eric Ballard's game plan.
Next, from Castle Rock, Colorado, goaltender number 31, Colin Jam. Following accompanied by his mother, Annika, he also wants to recognize his grandparents, Jay and Diane, and his brothers, Connor, Cameron, and Christopher, for their continued support throughout his hockey career. He will be graduating with a degree in advertising and is undecided about his post-graduation plans.
Talk about a great goalie right there. Colin Champagne, one of the best in school history. 79 games played, 47-23 record, 252 goals against, and a 909 save. One of the best college goalies I have seen at any level, whether you're talking D1, D2, D3, JUCO, or club. This guy has been rock solid for the Colorado Buffaloes, and if he applies the amount of practice he does to this craft to whatever he's going to do next in life, he's going to just be A-OK.
From Golden, Colorado, number 55, Mikio Minobi. Mikio is accompanied by his mother, Mary, and father, Wayne. He will be graduating with a degree in psychology and will be pursuing a graduate degree in sports psychology.
55, Mikio Minobi out on the ice right now. 44 games played this year, or in his career, 10 points, a +5 from the defense position. From Golden, Colorado. Stayed home to play his college hockey and get schooled here, and he'll skate back over with his parents.
Next, from Westminster, Colorado, number 77, Jake Bauer. Jake is accompanied by his mother, Tracy, and father, Mike, and would like to recognize his grandparents, Dave and Gary. He will be graduating with a degree in biology and plans on pursuing graduate school.
In just 2 years here at Colorado, from Westminster, came back to play some college hockey here in Boulder. 67 games played, 71 points, a +27, put 113 shots on net. Of course, he's got 2 more games left to work with. Try to keep that point a game total up for the rest of his career and into the playoffs. Anytime you're averaging a point a game, you know you're a good player. And Bauer's been just that for the Buffaloes, and now you got a special guy right here.
You are captain wearing number 53, Matt Hefker. Matt is accompanied by his mother, Ellen. We would like to thank his brother Andrew, sister Allie, and father Dennis, who couldn't be here tonight, for their love and support over the past 20 years of his hockey career. He will be graduating with a degree in finance and accounting, and will be pursuing law school after graduation.
Matt broke his ankle earlier this season. Did not put a stain on his resume here at Colorado in 49 games played with 33 points and a plus 14. A very solid defenseman, a very solid forward. Did everything that needed to be done for the Buffaloes. Got injured just a few weeks ago. One of the top players on the Buffaloes in 86 games played, scored 73 points, was just so solid for Eric Ballard from Louisville. You hear all these great Buffaloes out on the ice right now, most of them from Colorado, and you love to hear that, staying home to represent their state. And looks like they're about to get a team picture. You heard Eric talk about it at the start with these players and averaging over or getting over 20 wins a season all the years he's been here. Just been an essential group, and we've been doing these games for a couple years, and these are the names. These are the core of the Colorado Buffaloes. These are most of their top players, whether it's their forwards or defensemen, and you see why they were billed to be one of the better teams in club hockey this year. Because of this great senior class, and they still have a chance to go do some damage out in nationals, but losing two of their top players has definitely hurt their chances. I think everyone in that locker room would admit that, with Matt and Thomas gone, those are two big pieces for them. But it is still nice to see them out on the ice and be such an important part of the team, showing up to practices and games, even though they're unable to take part in the way they wish at this point.
That just alludes to how close this team really is, off the ice especially. You got some key guys going down with injuries, and this team has gathered around that. They've stuck together, and they've played as hard as they could, the entirety of the season. So it's really special for these guys.
So cool, the players and all their families in one picture together, the real support unit for the Colorado Buffaloes out there, able to allow their kids to play college hockey and give them the support and love, and all those rides to the rink at 5 a.m. or 5 p.m., no matter the time. And getting ice time is not an easy thing, especially in Colorado. And all these kids were not only able to reach this level, but be successful at this level. And it's a true testament to the parents and families that allowed them to get here. And obviously they show their appreciation.
Yeah, and we've talked to a lot of these guys, and they're such good people off the ice, but they're even better hockey players on the ice, truly.
I think that cliche line works the other way, Joe. I think they're good hockey players, but even better people. But we'll take either.
They're great at both things, either way.
Yes. And now they're making club president Matt have to roll up the carpet. Good job, boys, with the broken ankle. We'll see how long these boys are allowed to skate with their helmets off. I've caught some grief from the rec center staff before for trying to let the hair flow, but they're all bucketless at the moment. CSU yet to take the ice. Seems like puck drop is coming. And CSU takes the ice as well. Colorado Buffaloes in white with black pants, gold stripes on their jerseys, gold stripes on their pants, the black and gold Ralphie head with the CU interlocking on the chest. CSU in a beautiful green with the Colorado logo on one side of the shoulder and the USA flag on another. They've got white stripes on their uniforms, white numbers, and the white Cam the Ram on their chest. Seems like we're about to get the national anthem. We'll let you hear it, and we'll be right back.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Boulder, Colorado. At 5,430 feet of Rocky Mountain high altitude. Today's ACHA Division I matchup features the Rocky Mountain Center Ice Showdown between the visiting Colorado State Rams and your Colorado Buffaloes. Now let's meet the starting lineups for both teams. First, the visiting Colorado State Rams. At center, number 28, Kyle Riley. At right wing, number 29, Austin Anstey. At left wing, number 17, CJ Smith. At defense, number 10, Grayson North. At defense, number 12, Tyler Nelson. And in net tonight, number 1, Dax Dietrich. The Rams are coached by Jeff Degree. And now, ladies and gentlemen, get on your feet and start a stampede for your Colorado Buffaloes. At center, number 21, Matt Anders. At right wing, number 10, Trace Javelin. At left wing, number 12, Max Lerman. At defense, number 27, Eric Carden. At defense, number 2, Joe Kinsella. And in net tonight for the Buffaloes, number 31, Colin Champagne. The Bucks are coached by Eric Ballard. At this time, we ask you all please rise as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem, performed tonight by Addie Hood.
Back for CU Buffs hockey on Buff Sports Live, and finally the lights come on here in Boulder, Colorado. Might have to have a light delay break to get these guys some time to adjust to the lights. It's been very dark in here, now it's very bright. You mentioned earlier how that might affect the goalies, actually.
Yeah, you know, when you're a goalie, vision is basically the most important thing you could have, and hopefully your eyes can adjust to these lights before game time.
Those starting goalies tonight, Dax Dietrich for the CSU Rams, 5'11", 195 pounds, 18 games played, 7-9 record to the tune of a 360 goals against average and an 899 save. In net for the Colorado Buffaloes is senior Colin Champagne, 5'10", 165 pounds, 20 games played, 13-7 record with a 239 goals against and a 901 save. Getting ready for the face-off here in Boulder. Matt Anders set to take the draw for the Colorado Buffaloes. In green for the CSU Rams is number 28, Kyle Riley. Anders out there with Larman. And on the right side is Trace Javelin on D, Kardash, and Joseph Kinsella. Just waiting on the ready to go from the CSU goaltender. Nitchin starts for the CSU Rams, and on the left wing side, the captain for CSU is number 29, Austin Onse. He's 5'9", 170 pounds, 29 games played, and 24 points on the year. Face-off won by the Colorado Buffaloes. Back to the D-man, Kinsella. Plays it over to Kardash, and Kardash up the left wing side. Plays back to Kinsella, and Kinsella up ice. Big hit on the near side boards. Play up ice, and stuffed there by CSU. CU retreats. Kardash again with the puck. Through the neutral zone, Anders plays up the near side boards to Larman. Kardash breaks away left wing side, controls the puck out in front, never got to number 10, Trace Javelin, right wing side into the corner. Trace Javelin plays it back to the right wing side for Kinsella. Slapper goes in on net, saved by Dietrich with the stick, and pops to Anders. Anders walking in the slot, got interfered with, and the shot goes high off the glass. Back to the point, Kardash left wing side, and puck broken up by CSU.
Great job by Colorado coming out fast and putting pucks right on the goalie.
Kinsella will dump this puck in and chase. Fast pace to this one already. Nitchin pinching in. Bauer gets the puck for Colorado. The pass back to the point never got to Adams, and Champagne out of his own net to play it. Champagne backhands this puck, plays it over to Minobi. And up the neutral zone is Bauer, tries a backhand pass. It's stifled there. Nitchin loses the puck, and CSU back the other way. Minobi retreats, picks up the puck, turns it over on the left wing side. Puck squirts free, still free there, and will be played up the boards by number 14, Luke Carter. CSU dumps it in and will get the change. Mickey Minobi plays it up to John Nitchin. Carter tries to dump it in, stop there at the blue line. CU going through some line changes. Bauer at the end of a minute-long shift here. Bauer on the backhand, dumps it in deep. It'll be chased there by O'Brien. You see him speeding in. One of the fastest Buffaloes on the ice. CSU through the neutral zone. Puck played back to Ben Hull. He'll dump it right back up the boards, trying to find O'Brien. Hits somebody on the bench. They play on left wing side. Shot saved by Champagne. And he adds a little slash to the oncoming Ram as he crossed. That was Liam Miller.
And the pace so far in this one perhaps a little bit quicker than we anticipated before the game with all the festivities. But a great job by Colorado coming out of the gate, coming out strong, getting pucks deep into the zone, and that's going to have to continue here.
Absolutely no delay despite those festivities. Like you said, Joe, I was expecting a slow start, especially from Colorado. Turnover out in front. Shot never got through. Hull got his shin pad on it. Still being played behind the net and finally picked up by Luke O'Brien as he skates up the right wing side, now through the neutral zone, over the blue. O'Brien on the backhand towards the net. Shot goes wide of the CSU goaltender, pops up on the far side boards and into the neutral zone once more. Carter, O'Brien back on the puck. Leaves it for Pippin Weisbeck over the blue line, and he played it offsides.
Maybe even one of the quicker paces we've seen this year.
At any point in a game out of Colorado, they generally don't like to play this fast. Very controlled team through the neutral zone. Not generate much on the rush. They like to use their skill to their advantage, and it's a smart strategy, but maybe that is showing that the ceremony took its place as these guys are playing very loose, maybe too loose. John Dora retreats behind his own net with the puck on the forehand. Plays it up to McClough through the neutral zone. Bradford hits his senior night, loses the puck. Big hit there by the CSU Rams. That was Max Engel. Kardash didn't like that one too much. And now through the neutral zone on the right wing side, here comes Doyle over the blue line. Doyle cutting in, leaves that pass for Bradford, scores! It's his senior night, and he gets the Buffs on the board first. Andrew Bradford with his 6th goal of the season with 16:49 left in the first period. It's 1-0 Colorado. Great play through the neutral zone.
Right before that goal, you had a Colorado turnover on their own blue line, but they stuck with it. They got energized from the fans cheering about some big hits. Bradford found himself in alone with the goalie and just placed that shot perfectly.
And we've seen Doyle come on big time here this second semester, and he had that pass, and now a trip. Colorado's going to go to the power play. Big hit in the neutral zone. Colorado still controlling the puck. Now CSU picks it up, but Matt Anders got tripped up by a Ram, and the Buffs, 10 seconds after scoring, are going to go to the power play. That penalty to Jared Southwell, who already on the year has picked up 10 penalty minutes.
Definitely not the start that the Rams wanted. You know, while they were sitting around in the locker room, maybe they weren't getting around and stretching and moving their legs and their arms. And they've looked a little bit slow here to start the game.
Anders, Bauer out there on the left wing side, and Trace Jablin on the right wing side. Buffs try to win the face-off forward. Bauer chases, played up the near side boards. Joseph Kinsella on the puck for Colorado on the backhand. Down low to Matt Anders. Matt Anders checked off the puck, still loose, and Bauer will have to retreat as CSU clears the zone. But I was trying to finish my point about Doyle on the goal. Great pass, great effort through the neutral zone. Didn't pass that puck too quickly, and it ended up in the back of the net. Anders over the blue line on the power play for Colorado. On the backhand, he loses the puck on the end boards. It'll be cleared to Kinsella on the save with the glove. Kardash on the blue line, looking to tee it up. He'll throw it down to the left wing side for Jablin. Jablin skates up with the puck on the top of the dot, loses it, and will be cleared.
Great job by Kinsella to keep the puck in the zone right before that. Rams player didn't realize up the center ice was clear, and he tried to clear it up the side of the ice.
Kardash leaves the puck for Bauer. Behind the net, Eric Kardash working strongly with the puck. Trace Jablin on top of the dots, leaves it for Gruber. Bauer, Gruber, up top, right wing side. Kardash, Kinsella, slapper, never got in on net, deflected into the netting, and that will stop play.
Rams doing a good job of keeping the Buffaloes to the outside so far in this power play. Haven't really been able to do a whole lot except work it around the outsides. Buffs got to look to try to get some shots, get the defensemen misplaced so they can get towards the center of the ice in the slot area.
CSU's PK has not been good, 76% on the year. Colorado's power play, 23%. They've been on the top half of the country in that one. Champagne out of his own net to play this puck on the clear, perhaps an opportunity for one more chance at the net on this power play. Luke O'Brien, right wing side for Colorado, skating through the neutral zone. Adams across the blue on the left wing side. Adams goes behind the net, loses the puck, tries to leave it for O'Brien, being fought for between a couple skaters' legs. 4 Rams in on that puck, and they'll clear the zone, but maybe something to look out for later if Colorado can take advantage of that, as the Rams crashed hard on that opportunity. O'Brien, left wing side shot, saved by Dietrich with the blocker, and it comes out to the half wall and cleared as the power play expires. We're back to even strength. O'Brien backhands a puck through neutral ice. Gruber into the zone now in the corner. Gruber on the backhand. He's checked off of the puck. Picked up there by Reed Gregory. Near side Dora. He shoots towards the net. Saved by Dietrich. Rebound again. Stopped by Dietrich. Luke Carter picks up this second rebound, and it goes out to John Dora. Carter leaves it for Gruber. Gruber back to the half wall for Carter. Dora at the blue line. Slaps this towards the net, and it's gloved easily by Dax Dietrich.
Perhaps a little bit of a momentum shift if CSU can take advantage of their penalty kill opportunity. They did a really good job on that. But the Buffaloes, O'Brien particularly, had a really good chance to drive to the outside, to drop his shoulder, and use that speed that he has. The Rams defensemen look like they're a little bit flat-footed on the rush, so you got to look to try to go outside and in.
Nitchin centering a line with Bauer and Carter, loses this draw, comes out to the blue line. Nice hit there by John Dora. Unfurls the man from the puck, ends up behind the net. Bauer trying to skate towards the net mouth, never got there. It was stuffed by number 28, Kyle Riley, on a nice play. In the corner, the Rams still struggling to advance this puck. and now John Nitchin's going to jump back on it. Nitchin's tripped up, no call. Nice hit by Bauer. Rams bench didn't like it. Bauer high up, Carter shot into the net.
A nice look there to find Bauer, for Bauer to find Carter in soft coverage in the center of the ice. Just got to look to shoot a little bit quicker and low and try to get that rebound in the back of the net. But the Buffalo's doing a really good job of keeping the puck down in the offensive zone, and even when they lose it, they're sticking with it.
Draw to the left of Dax Dietrich. Colorado tried to win it forward. CSU stifled that attempt, and here comes Grayson North. He loses an edge, and the fans, I don't know if the fans would have not lost an edge there, too. It always draws a error from the crowd, though. Doyle and Bradford, the duo which put the Buffs on the board first about 4 minutes ago. Down there in the corner fighting for the puck. McClough in there as well. Left wing side. Through the neutral zone, DeFazio hoists this puck there. Mikko Minobi is going to have to go back towards the net, and Colin Champagne plays it on the backhand. Mickey O on the puck once more. Skating with it, and will leave a quick pass. Turnover through the zone. Shot coming. Champagne on a stop. And that was a dangerous play for Max Legri of the CSU Rams, who caught Champagne off balance after the Colorado turnover.
Doyle with an ill-advised pass at the blue line. Got to communicate with him. Let him know where those defensemen are, where those forecheckers are on him. He had the ice to skate with it, but he just tried to make the pass, and a bad turnover led to a chance for the Rams.
Face off to the left of Colin Champagne. There'll be one to the right wing side for CSU. Loose puck. Jumped on by Riley. Broken stick of a Ram. Riley hoists, and Champagne makes the stop. His mask falls off as it hit him very high towards the neck area. He's okay, but the mask will need a looking at.
Good job to get that puck on net, though. And with Colin Champagne in net, that's what you're going to have to do, because he's tough to beat other than getting shots on him and trying to crash him and get those rebounds.
It's odd because most goals come high against Colin Champagne, but you need to shoot low to get those rebounds, so he is a very tough goalie to solve.
I mean, shots has to be the key against Colin Champagne, and crashing him, getting in that blue paint area.
Larman blocks a shot. Larman with the puck now. Hoisted to the far side wall, Buffs offsides. Never got towards the zone, so they tag up anyways. And the right wing side, Trace Jablin on the puck once more. Backhanded through the neutral zone. Larman checked towards the bench. Anders taking some contact as well. And CSU uses those rubs nicely as they advance the puck through the zone. Nitchin takes some big contact from one of his teammates' brothers. From his brother's teammate, I should say. And Minobi loses this puck towards the net mouth. CSU skating with it now back to the point. They play some catch. And a shot came quick off the stick of Rosenthal and was blocked by Colorado and then played out of play.
Good job by Ben Holt to stick his leg out and block that shot. When you're a defenseman, you got to be careful, because if you just tip it and you don't block it, it can lead to some bad bounces and it could end up in goal. But nonetheless, a good job by him. He blocked it to the corner of the ice. 11:25
left in the first period. Colorado leading Colorado State 1-0. Shot from the point, saved by Champagne, and someone's hurt off the draw. That's number 15, Liam Miller, who is down. Didn't see quite what happened to him. His helmet is off, though. Seems to be okay now after he got his bearings about him. But that was a dangerous opportunity again for Colorado State. The Rams are winning a lot of offensive zone draws here early on in this one.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened. Lost his helmet on the play, and of course the whistle has to blow if one of the players loses their helmet, and he should have to get off the ice here.
He won't. Miller's going to take the draw again. I believe the Colorado player, came over the top on the face-off, and it ended up taking his helmet off. Puck dumped in. Kinsella chases for Colorado. Miller in on chasing for the forecheck. Kardash plays this puck to the right wing side, avoids a check from Miller, who falls back down to the ice. Through the neutral zone, Kardash hoists this puck, right wing side. Jablin has a one-on-one. Jablin with a nice move, shot, saved by Dietrich. Jablin shakes his head after that one, and I believe, was that Matt Anders? I believe Matt Anders just took a late hit, and the whistle blew. There might be a penalty coming against CSU.
Rams really aggressive there on the forecheck, really good sticks, breaking up passes. But Jablin just finds himself in loose coverage because of that aggressiveness. A nice pass up to him and a good opportunity for the Buffaloes coming up on the counterattack.
5-on-5 hockey face-off to the right of Dietrich. 10:59 left in the first. CSU's bench gets a calm down warning from the referees after that contact after the play. Gruber getting set for this face-off. The right-handed shot. Looking to win this on his forehand, it looks like. He'll go to the backhand now. Gruber wins it to the point. Kardash skates in, shoots. Blocked out in front. O'Brien on the rebound. Back to Kardash, who has to retreat in the neutral zone. Puck squirted out past the blue line. Kinsella up to George Gruber on the backhand. Gruber stops on the half wall. Kardash again shoots, and it goes wide. Looking for the O'Brien tip, who crashed into Dietrich. Reed Gregory just with a big hit there. That was a dirty play. Reed Gregory got his leg in on the CSU player. We're just happy that CSU player number 16, Jared Southwell, is okay, because that was very dangerous from Reed Gregory. He had his leg trailing as he went towards that board contact and tripped him up. That very easily could have been a slew foot.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure if the intent was there. Sort of just looked like they got tied up, but nonetheless, it's a penalty. You can't do that.
CSU to the power play on the season. CSU's power play at 14.2%. They win the face-off to start it. Back to the point, and now the left wing side. Down low towards the net. Bad pass there, broken up. Matt Adams on the puck for Colorado, and CSU back on it in the corner. Skating out towards the front of the net. Comes back to the blue line for Tyler Nelson, and Nelson will pull up a CSU player towards the bench. Gruber notices it, jumps on the puck, and puts it into the neutral zone. Right wing side, North gets hip checked by Minobi. Clean, good hip check there by Minobi. Stopped the puck, and CSU was never able to jump back on it as Luke Carter takes it over the blue line and over the opponent's blue line. Carter towards the front of the net on the penalty kill, unable to finish his nice attempt there, and Bradford takes a hit. 3 Rams fighting with Bradford, killing some time on the penalty. 1:05 left on this Reed Gregory penalty.
And a really good job there by Carter. As I alluded to, driving to the outside, using that speed. That's exactly what he did. He almost got a goal or drew a penalty there.
Caught the defense on his back. Bradford with another clear. CSU struggling to get the puck back in on the power play after a nice start to it, winning the faceoff. Power play break-ins are very important. You got to get it over the blue line. Southwell trying to do that. Aquila loses the puck. Wise back for Colorado, breaks it up. North on it for CSU. Through the neutral zone. Behind the net. Alex Orm hoists this puck across the net mouth. Nobody there. Not much doing for CSU. They've had some puck possession, but not able to generate any shots.
Nice job by Wise back there to clear it and take the hit. Took the hit to make the play.
Even strength hockey, 8:30 left in the first period. John Nitchin puts the puck in, chased there by Luke Carter. Carter on the half wall trying to control this puck, squirts to Jake Bauer. To the right wing side, Kinsella slaps it, tipped out in front, and saved by Dietrich. That tip came from O'Brien. I'm sorry, that was a Nitchin. Jake Bauer behind the net, towards the front of the net, trying to bank it off of somebody, squirted right back towards him, and now a loose puck picked up by CSU. Nitchin and Carter trying to fight for this puck, and CSU is able to clear the zone. Kardash backhands it towards the net once more. And hoisted into the neutral zone. Kinsella loses this puck, gets it right back. Nitchin can't control it. Now Jablin retreats. Pace has really slowed after a fast start. Aquila loses this puck. A chance for Colorado. Trace Jablin on the left wing side with troops to follow. Trace Jablin with the shot blocked. He picks his own rebound back up. Kardash skating in on the pinch. And loose puck out in front. Picked up by Colorado. Goal! Trace Javelin backhand to the top of the net. Puts Colorado up 2-0 with 7:21 left in the first. Joey, a broken play. Colorado able to capitalize on a loose puck just sitting out in front of Dietrich. Nobody from Colorado State goes and gets that.
The defenseman for the Rams, number 2, he was able to make a really good shot block on the initial shot attempt. But because they've been so aggressive, the Rams, the Buffs were able to stick with that. They took a really nice shot. They found a guy down low right in front of the goaltender and just roofed it home. A beautiful backhand shot.
And it all started in the neutral zone as Colorado caught a 3-on-2 break in towards the zone. It got stuffed, but CSU was never able to fall back into their defense. And now some contact right in front of us. That was Austin Onse and Matt Adams, and it appears a penalty's coming. Onse took a hit and also made a slash right after, but I think there was some reaction from Adams as well.
Buffs doing a really good job in this game, taking advantage of the Rams being maybe too aggressive.
And we're going to get 4-on-4, so that might even show itself more here.
The Buffaloes with a little bit more room to roam on this 4-on-4. And they'll be able to use their speed. Maybe give O'Brien a shift here on the 4-on-4.
As just as you say, O'Brien's the first guy on the ice out there with George Gruber, Pippin Weisbeck, and Ben Hull. Gruber on the draw for Colorado. Corey Taylor on it in the neutral zone for the Rams. One back to Colorado's Pippin Weisbeck. Right wing side, George Gruber over the blue line. Towards the front of the net, O'Brien. They were trying to set that play up as O'Brien streaked in towards the net mouth. Back to the point, Ben Hull's shot goes wide of Dietrich. Back to the blue line for Weisbeck. Skating with the puck, Weisbeck over to Hull. Hull with a nice move there. Hull skating in, tries the cross-ice pass to George Gruber and broken up there by Corey Taylor.
Rams are getting a little bit too aggressive. There was 3 guys below the goal line at one point.
6:22 left in the first. Luke O'Brien with a nice play there. Stops the CSU clear. Over to the near side for George Gruber. Back to the blue line, Pippin Weisbeck. Over to Hull. Hull with another nice move. Hull shot, saved by Dietrich right into the chest, and he's able to swallow that up.
Beautiful job there by Hull to just walk around the defenseman. Did it a couple times and got some good looks because of it.
70 seconds left on this 4-on-4 time. Champagne hasn't faced many shots tonight. That's something definitely to look out for the Colorado Buffaloes. And the puck comes back to the blue line. Kardash winds up, saved by Dietrich with the blocker. Just was able to deflect that scorching shot by Eric Kardash. And a hand pass there by the Buffaloes halts play just 11 seconds after the last draw.
Had that shot been on net, you got to imagine that that's a goal. That was just a rocket of a shot.
I think Dietrich was able to get his hand on that puck, Joe. Into the zone for Colorado. And over the left wing side, CSU towards the net. Champagne able to pinball this one. Doesn't know where the puck is. Picked up by CSU once more. And over into the neutral zone now. Reed Gregory chasing for Colorado. Dax Dietrich out of his own net. Backhands the puck up the half wall. CSU fighting for it with Reed Gregory. John Nitchin offers some support. And Alex Orm picks up this puck. Bad pass again. Colorado right back on it. Mickey Omanobe. Left wing side. John Nitchin has time and space. Back to Kinsella. His wrister, as he was just being pressured, he was either going to have to clear the zone or put it towards the net. That's what he did. And Doyle now in the corner trying to regain possession. CSU able to jump on it. Even strength hockey at 5-on-5 as the penalties end. Kinsella right on the red line. Doyle. And now McClough. Hoisted off the glass. Doyle with a nice play there. Again, Doyle towards Bradford, looking for the connection that worked once in this game, and the loose puck squirts into the corner on the far side. Weisbeck pinches. Doyle has to chase, and CSU had a 3-on-1 there if they were able to get past Doyle. McClough, Bradford. Now Bradford pulls up on the high dot. Bradford with a nice move towards the front of the net and was unable to complete it. He's got the hot hands tonight. You can tell Kinsella at the point. Slapper goes wide. Pippin Weisbeck back at the blue line for Colorado. Back over to Kinsella. Kinsella loses this. Weisbeck there for the Buffs and stops what would have been a breakaway.
Great job by Doyle on that initial back check. Defenseman stepped up, but Doyle came back hard and was able to break up the play.
And loose puck out in front. Pippin Weisbeck out in front. Luke Carter couldn't get to him with 3:45 left in the first period. And Ben Hull plays this puck. John Nitchin in the neutral zone. Right wing side. Jake Bauer skating in with speed. Nice move and a nice play there on defense with the stick by Brian Cassiera. The length of the ice, no icing here. Champagne plays the puck and will hoist it off the near side wall. Larman loses it. And Kardash, as Larman wants it. Larman gets it. Larman over the blue line. Leaves it for Anders. Towards the front of the net. Matt Anders with a shot. A lot of traffic there. Not sure if it ever got in on Dietrich. And Colorado back on the puck in the corner. They're skating all over the Rams the last few minutes here. Trace Javelin once more for the Buffaloes. Back to the point for Eric Kardash. Wrists it towards the net. Blocked out in front by number 9, Samuel Toliche. He's through the neutral zone. Hoisted in on Champagne. Comes out of his net. Plays it. Near side Anders has some time as Colorado works the breakout. Tripped up. No call there. Kardash, that will draw a call as it was a slash towards the upper area of, it looks like number 27 of the CSU Rams. That's Max Legry.
A chance for the Rams here to control the puck a little bit. You know, we alluded to the pace earlier in this game. Really, so far it's just been the Rams who've slowed down the pace, but the Buffs have stuck with it. So the Rams get an opportunity here to set up their power play offense, try to get a really good shot here on Champagne, and this is a really big opportunity for them.
Buffs out shooting CSU 13-2 according to the official shot sheet right now.
32, you said?
13-2.
Oh,
13-2. That'd be
I got 12.
Ridiculous.
That makes sense then.
North at the blue line. He puts this puck in on Champagne. Easy stop there for the Buffaloes. And Adams able to clear the zone. You know, right now for CSU, they've got North out there with Southwell. I don't know if they know what direction they're going.
Not east and west.
That's not what you want to do on the power play. Smart of their coach, North and South on the power play. Riley loses this puck on his shot, and Colorado able to clear. Nelson back retreating for the Rams. He'll start the breakout. Colorado with 4 fresh skaters on this penalty kill. 1:51 left in the first period. 1:20 left on the penalty to Eric Kardash. Riley tips this puck in. Champagne plays it. CSU looks like they're able to set up on the power play finally. Through the middle of the ice, Miller gets checked as he was on the ice. You rarely see that, but Miller still had the puck. And the puck squirts back out into the neutral zone. Good job by Colorado to avoid it too many men as Kinsella jumps over that puck, and it goes for an icing on the power play. CSU unable to carry the puck over the blue line on the power play, and that's why Colorado's succeeding on the PK.
It all starts with the zone entry, Jake. If you can't get the puck in the zone, you can't set it up. You can't run your power play offense. So credit to the Buffaloes for stepping up with the blue line and making it really hard for the Rams power play unit to get in.
Face off to the Dietrich's left, won by the Rams. Two teams have played games earlier this season. Colorado won one, lost one. The one they lost was here on their home ice after Colorado State scored 2 goals late to tie it at 4 and then 1 in the shootout. Colorado able to clear here. They're up 2 goals now.
Another forced dump from the Buffaloes penalty kill unit. And right after that, they were just able to clear it for the length of the ice.
Again, Taylor having trouble getting the entry with 12 left on the power play. Perhaps one more rush in them, and Riley pushes his teammate off. I'm sorry, that was Corey Taylor who pushed his teammate offsides as he tried to get the puck in the zone. Just so much miscommunication, and the Buffs just standing 4 tall across that blue line right now and creating that havoc.
And only one shot registered so far on the power play. And obviously, you want to do better than that, especially going into the next period. You got 39 seconds left, going into the locker room after that.
Face-off won by the Buffaloes with 35 left in the period. Almost a turnover. Good recovery there by Kinsella. Colorado able to clear, and we're back at 5-a-side. Final 25 seconds of the period. Kinsella over the blue line towards the middle of the ice. George Gruber picks it up with some steam and loses it quickly after. Southwell over the blue line for the Rams. Shot blocked by Hull. Just closed the door with his legs as Southwell was aiming 5-hole on the Buffs defenseman. Gruber tripped up, no call. He gets checked from behind. Kinsella over the blue line, leaves this puck in towards the end wall, and this will eat the rest of the period. 2-0 after 1 period of play here in Boulder, Colorado. The Buffaloes leading the Rams 2-0 in the Rocky Mountain face-off. We'll be back for the second period in just a bit. Jake Shapiro here for Buff Sports Live. Jake Shapiro here for Buff Sports Live, doing an athletes versus reporters against the D1 club hockey team, one of the nation's best, if not the best club hockey team in the nation. Our reporters, definitely not a good hockey team, but I think at least I could talk smack on the level of these guys. I've seen them talk a little bit, and I think I could fare just as well. We're going to test it out on the ice, see how these guys fare against the Buff Sports Live hockey team.
Hey,
pretty good effort. It was a little bit different than NHL the game that I play on my Xbox, but overall, I think we did pretty well.
He's hoping the play-by-play can phase Champagne. I don't know that it will. Champagne's pretty hard to play. Champagne likes his glove. Shapiro likes the backhand. We'll see what we get here. 5-0! Oh! Stop by Champagne! What a save! Let's see it, Bobby. Put it on net. Let's see it. Oh, he scored! Oh, he scored! There it is. All right, now stand up straight.
Came in, we fought hard. I scored my first goal, so I couldn't be happier. You know, Team Buffsports Live, it's only going up from here. I'm ready.
Buffsports Live team loses here 2-0, but we did score the final goal in the shootout. And as we know about pond hockey, final goal wins, so we won.
Well, yeah, I guess you guys won. We didn't say next goal wins. They went 5-1 finals, so. Congrats.
Not many can score on Colin Champagne, but hey, if there's a D3 team, it'd probably be us, right?
Oh, definitely. You guys really surprised us with your skill and ability out there. And yeah, it's a tough game for sure.
Friday at 7 o'clock, these boys right here take on Colorado State. It's senior night. Make sure to come out to see the best, the real best hockey team in Colorado. It's not the Colorado State Rams. It's not the Buffsports Live crew. It's the Colorado Buffaloes D1 hockey team. Thank you for having us today here at the rink.
Thanks a lot.
Back for the second period of play here in Boulder, Colorado, between the Colorado Buffaloes and Colorado State Rams. Buffs leading 2-0 after 20 minutes, getting set with a clean sheet for a fresh 20 minutes. A couple penalties, back and forth, a couple goals for the Colorado Buffaloes, but mostly the story has been the Buffs dominating the neutral zone and dominating the Rams half of the ice.
Other than the 2 penalties that they took in that period, you got to imagine that they're really happy with their performance in the first period. They came out blazing fast, just skating so hard, and ever since then they've been doing a phenomenal job in this game, getting pucks deep, working around to the outside, trying to beat guys to the outside on the rush, taking advantage of Colorado State's aggressive forecheck and their aggressive positioning down in the defensive zone. Colorado has been finding lots of people in soft coverage, and because of that, they got a 2-0 lead going into the second period.
Buffs lead the Rams 2-0 on goals from Andrew Bradford and Trace Jablin. Assists came from Chris Doyle and Ryan McClough on the first goal. Second goal, Max Larman and Eric Kardash with the helpers. And the Rams yet to take the ice here in the second. Buffs getting set. Colin Champagne takes that net off to our left. Rams and Buffs will have the long change here in the second period. We'll see how that affects them. But you mentioned it, Joe, the 2 penalties, 4 minutes of power play time for the Rams. Almost no opportunities for them on that power play. Maybe the best part of that period, forget all the other things, was the Buffs penalty kill.
Penalty kill was just phenomenal. All started with delaying the zone entries for the Rams. They were forcing the Rams to dump the pucks into the zone or make ill-advised passes at the blue lines. Because of it, the Rams couldn't even set up their power play unit, and I'm sure the Buffs got a lot of momentum from that. That's going to have to continue if they take any penalties, and you got to imagine with the way this game has been, with a lot of hits, a lot of aggressiveness, that penalties will just follow that, whether they're trying to take them or not.
The Rams are finishing stretching right now, and they're in green, the Buffs in white. They call it the Rocky Mountain Ice Showdown. I have personally rebranded it to the Rocky Mountain Face-Off because I believe that's much better. Much like the newspaper writers of old that make up their own things and just kind of roll with it, that's what I'm hoping works here. Anyways, the Rams win this face-off quickly up into the netting. You know, that's how most teams that were founded before 1930 got their team nickname. The newspaper would come up with a nickname for the city's club, and that's how the Chicago Cubs have their name, the Cleveland Indians nowadays. They used to be the Spiders, and that's why there were so many changes in those teams' names. Anyways, back to hockey. Colin Champagne out of his net to play the puck. Colorado tries a breakout to start this second period here on Buff Sports Live. Kinsella and Eric Kardash play catch. Left wing side, Max Larman. Trace Jablin now with the puck towards the net. Jablin, and saved by Dax Dietrich, who stood tall. I'm not sure he knew he had the puck, and that's a scary sight when you have Trace Jablin and his ability coming down towards the net at you. He's got 15 goals on the year, certainly one of the better forwards for the Buffaloes.
Trace Jablin just comes out of nowhere there, gets a breakaway, makes a nice shot. Dietrich going down, had really good positioning on him and was able to make a spectacular save.
Face-off won by Colorado. Larman in the high slot. Loose puck out in front. Scores! Trace Jablin with his second goal of the game. Again, a loose puck out in front. Back of the net. It's 3-0 Colorado with 19:26 left in the second period. A quick goal, 34 seconds into the second period, continues Colorado's dominance of the Rams here on home ice.
And if you're wondering if Trace Jablin wanted that first opportunity back, it showed for itself. Went right to the net and put the puck in.
That looked like a replay of his first goal. Same situation, loose puck in the low slot after a broken play in the high slot. Just picked it up and put it past Dietrich, and Dietrich's still down in the crouch. I don't think he's happy with either of those goals he's let up against Jablin.
And the Rams coming out with a little bit less aggressive of a forecheck, yet the Buffaloes still able to get 2 grade A scoring opportunities less than a minute into the period.
The Buffs cash and are up 3-0. Puck comes out on the half wall. Anders picks it up in the high slot. Pass to Kardash was a bit too hot to handle, and the Rams retreat and they attempt their own breakout. Into the neutral zone, loose puck. Trace Javelin back on it. He's looking for the hat trick already. He's got almost 40 minutes of time to play for that hat trick. A collision there, that's what the fans got up about. A bunch of these fans are college kids here today, so they're here to see fights and hits as much as they are goals. One went by us during the intermission. Kinsella plays this puck to Carter and saved by Dietrich. One went by us in the intermission and said, well, there's only one period of play left, right? That was halftime. I'm sorry, that's not how hockey works. We've got 3 of these periods. Puck in the neutral zone, now up ice. John Nitchin blast to Bauer, saved by Dietrich. The glove.
I believe the Rams are getting a penalty on that play, so the Buffalo's not able to capitalize and get a goal there, but nonetheless they draw a penalty and they're headed to the power play for the next 2 minutes.
Dax Dietrich had no business saving that puck.
What do you mean?
I mean, you're going side to side with 2 of your top line forwards coming down at the net, Nitchin and Bauer, and he was able to read that like a book. He only guessed and stuck his glove out there and was able to get his glove on it, and Bauer won't be happy about that. Bauer's still standing on the bench shaking his head. But anyways, the Buffs to the power play for 2 minutes here. Right wing side, O'Brien back to the blue line for Adams. He thought about winding it up, plays catch with Ben Hull. Top of the dot, pulls it out to the blue line. Hull skates in, shoots, saved by Dietrich. Loose puck out in front still, and in the back of the net, that's Luke O'Brien. 4th goal of the game for Colorado with 17:55 left in the second, and the Buffs are blowing the Rams out.
Well, he couldn't get that one. What can I say? Sometimes the goaltender gets a little bit lucky as long as they don't overplay one side. But Dietrich going down there, the puck was loose out in front, and the Buffaloes just threw it on net and went right to the right side of him down on the ice. And the Buffaloes want to win this game so bad, they come out of the intermission, and they're flying, man.
Buffs are just all over the place right now. And they have a 4-goal lead because of it. And a trip, no call there. Loose puck still, and Bauer able to pick it up for Colorado. Bauer on it for Colorado. Squirts back into the neutral zone. That's Luke Carter again for the Buffaloes. And now Jake Bauer once more. Mickey Ominobe loses this. Matt Adams picks it back up. The alternate captain for Colorado. Mickey Ominobe once more, high off the glass, hoisted in the neutral zone, and played between 2 Rams. That penalty, by the way, was to Samuel Tolchi. As Colorado over the blue line, Bauer right wing side. Bauer towards the front of the net. Shot from Nitchin goes wide of Dietrich. Still doesn't know where the puck is. Comes out to the half wall on the near side. And Ansay loses this. Right back to Luke Carter. Shot goes wide once more. Great pass by Jake Bauer. And Nitchin plays it back towards Carter. Buffs are everywhere. The Rams able to clear the zone as Ansay tips it in deep and able to get a change. 16:29 left in the second period after the icing call. 4-0 Colorado. Colorado State with a chance on the offensive zone draw. This is the best area of Colorado State's game right here. They've succeeded in the offensive zone on these draws, and they win this one back to the point. Miller's done a great job on that thus far as he takes some contact from Bradford, the Buffs' 4th line out there right now. Hull, far side for Doyle, up to Bradford. We've seen this play once before in this game. Ended up in a goal. Bradford towards the high slot and broken up there. Aquila over the blue line to the right wing side. Shot. Saved by Champagne! Champagne sprawled up and saved it! Wow!
Just an unbelievable save there by Champagne. An old school save. Getting the pads involved, getting those pads up in the air. Just an absolute robbery of a save. And the cops are in the building, Jake.
He's got 1 in his jersey, and there's 2 1s in 911. Wow.
Rams pick up a power play on there. Did not see the call, but nonetheless, an opportunity for them to run a set face-off play, perhaps get a shot on Champagne.
Puck comes quickly out on the clear. Dietrich out of his net to play it. And the Rams will take it in the form of Tyler Nelson. Left wing side. Onse clears the puck. Gloved there by Kardash. Nice play to break up the pass. Still loose puck. Kardash back on it in the corner. He'll hoist it around the wards. Comes out to the point. Stopped there by Nelson. Ansay on it once more. Plays it across. Broken up by Gruber on the pass to Luke Carter. Couldn't connect as Colorado won an opportunity there on the PK. And it'll give CSU an easy break-in. Nice play there by John Dora with the stick. And a penalty against CSU behind the play.
Austin Ansay is going to pick up the penalty here. And an ill-advised penalty down in the offensive zone on the power play. Just getting frustrated and tries to take a lick at somebody without the puck.
Perhaps some frustration. And the Buffs go back to the power play where they've cashed already once in this game. I believe they're 1 for 4 on this power play. That power play will come after a minute and 13 of 4-on-4 time. The Buffs will have a short power play at the end of this 4-on-4. Matt Anders on for the draw for Colorado on the backhand, taken there by CSU. On the end wall, CSU plays this puck. Brian Cassiera up the near side wall. Played over to number 16, Southwell, and Colorado breaks this up. Matt Anders right back on the puck for the Buffaloes on the backhand with some speed through neutral ice. Over the blue line, Anders leaves it for Jablin. He's got 2 goals already. Adams at the blue line. He winds it up. Scores! Oh, what a beauty off the stick of Matt Adams. Slapped it high over the glove of Dax Dietrich and knocked that water bottle right off the back of the net.
If you're the Rams, you got to maybe think of a goaltending change here. Maybe if not on this goal, the next one. But nonetheless, just an absolute beauty of a shot from Matt Adams. And if you're the Rams, it's inexcusable that you're giving the Buffaloes this much space in the offensive zone. They're going to make you pay.
And a great zone entry there between Anders and Jablin on the 4-on-4. And here they come again. Matt Anders trying to split the D. Broken up there. Trace Jablin, loose puck out in front again. Sticked aside by Dietrich on a broken play. And we've seen twice now those broken plays pay off for Colorado. 14:33 left in the second period. Colorado scores 3 times in 5.5 minutes to start this second period. Left wing side, played by the Buffaloes. Anders up to Jablin. Jablin with some speed. He'll get into the zone. Jablin goes wide towards the net. Jablin on the backhand will take it behind the net now. Jablin over the left wing side. Kinsella shot goes just wide of Dietrich after he saved it with the glove. Looked a bit shaky there. And Kinsella can't play this at the blue line. Buffs go to the power play for 45 seconds now. Kinsella over the blue line. With Bauer crashing. Kinsella shot saved by Dietrich into the breadbasket.
Great job there by Kinsella to drive to the outside, drop down his shoulder, put that weight back in his heels. Got a really nice shot there on Dietrich, and Dietrich doing a good job of not letting up that extra rebound.
Face off to the left of Dietrich. Bauer on it for the Buffaloes. Referee falls, Bauer falls, and the puck falls out of the zone and back towards Champagne. Hull skating with it on the forehand. Makes a couple stick maneuvers, tosses it over to Mikio Minobe. Over the blue, Bauer picks it up on the backhand. Bauer stops in the corner, looking for some support. Back to Minobe. Hull, he likes to shoot. He does. And stopped there by Dietrich with the shoulder. Loose puck out in front. Hull comes pinching in. 3 left on the power play, and the puck into the neutral zone. We play back at even strength. Minobe with a nice move. Carter towards the front of the net. Loose puck, Bauer, and it goes high of Dietrich. Minobe loses his stick, trying to make a check as he retreats on defense. The Rams will clear it, and that's got to be icing. Just not a great play there by North. He had some room to skate, didn't take it, and just iced the puck from his own blue line. That'll get called every time.
Jake, something that you've alluded to me before during my games is perhaps of people getting too aggressive trying to check people, and because of that, they get out of position. And I'm noticing that a lot from the Rams, especially their defensemen. they're trying to take hits, and the Buffaloes are just doing a great job of walking right around that, and they're getting tons of open ice because of it.
Loose puck out in front. North takes it as he moves east and west, loses it, and puck played off the near side wall. Trying to find Austin Onse, one of their best players. Couldn't do it. And the Buffs take back the puck. Gruber on the backhand, left wing side, towards the net to O'Brien, and O'Brien couldn't find that puck. He would have the second goal on his stick of his night if he was able to get the puck right back towards O'Brien. Bad pass. Pippin Weisbeck couldn't retreat, and Colin Champagne way out of his net to play this puck. In the corner, he'll play it around to John Dora. Dora over to Pippin Weisbeck, and Weisbeck on the puck. Up ice to O'Brien. O'Brien on the backhand. Reed Gregory can't control. O'Brien picks it up himself over the blue line on the backhand. Luke O'Brien towards the net, and nobody there as George Gruber got tied up crashing. And O'Brien just laid a big hit on number 27, Max Leggery, as he skated back on defense. He's got to watch his elbows.
Great job driving to the outside by O'Brien. Maybe should have looked to shoot to the outside there. Would have had a really good opportunity.
Shot by Cassiera, stopped by Kardash, and Luke O'Brien hoists it into the neutral zone as the Rams retreat. Leggery picks the puck back up, loses it. Kardash over the blue line trying to make a move, and two players collide. No call there. Could have been a penalty on either player, but that's probably the right call, no call. Nice recovery there by Kinsella. Pokes it up to Bradford on the forehand. Shoots and saved by Dax Dietrich. Tough angle and a good shot. Now Bradford with a shove after the play on Brian Cassiera. And the referee's right there to try and break it up before anything happens.
Going back about a minute and a half ago, Buffs make a long stretch pass up to Reed Gregory. His stick is tied up. Makes an absolutely ridiculous pass. He puts his leg out and angles his leg and his skate to go up the ice. The Buffaloes were able to grab that puck, bring it in the zone, and because of it, they had a 2-on-1. Great job by Reed Gregory.
Reed Gregory, one of the better players on this team, underrated. Kinsella with a slapper from the point. Loose puck. Dietrich! Oh, in the glove! Oh, man! So close, and just put it high into the netting instead of the net. Loose puck about 5 inches away from the pad of Dietrich, and the Buffs just unable to net it.
He's going to want that one back, that's for sure.
Not an easy angle, though. It looks like it's an easy shot from here with the net wide open, but the puck was so close to the goalie's pad that he really had to hoist it, and that's why it ends up high into the netting. Rams win this defensive zone draw. Buffs right back on it. Bradford pressuring, but the Rams able to get it back to the blue line and out. Rams D-man plays catch. DeFazio will hoist it into the corner. Kinsella takes a hit. Nice play there by Max Engel. The puck comes free into the neutral zone anyways. 5-0 Colorado leads, 10:45 left in period 2. Kardash had a delayed offsides. Tagging up are the Buffaloes. They do. Bradford takes a hit as he was stepping over the blue line, and you rarely see Bradford fall with that big body, but it was a hit that he did not expect. Rams struggling to get it out of their own zone despite minimal Colorado pressure, and Doyle goes back and forth with a couple shoves on Max Engel. Jablin over the blue, hoists this in. Anders will chase on the forecheck. Taken there by Thucci, and blue line shot by Kinsella goes wide of the net. DeFazio takes a big hit from Max Larman. Puck still in the neutral zone. Buffs tag up. Jablin leads for Larman. Shot saved by Dietrich with the glove.
The Rams having a really tough time breaking the puck out of their own zone. The Buffaloes doing a great job of getting their sticks in passing lanes, hitting guys with the puck, making it really hard on these guys. And the Rams aren't able to make many, if any, tape-to-tape passes, and because of that, it screws up the next pass and the next pass. So they got to start getting it rolling here, down 5-0 with half the game gone.
Rams clear. Riley loses the puck. Buffs pressuring in the neutral zone. Onse gloves it, loses it. Jablin picks it up. Back to Mickey Omanobe. Up to Anders. Through the ice, kicked aside by Orm, and Jablin retreats, takes the puck, leaves it for Larman, trying to pass it there. Finally does to Matt Anders, and loose puck out in front after the shot block. And the Rams through the neutral zone. Champagne makes an easy stop on the shot from the neutral zone. And Anse from the blue line slaps this one, saved by Champagne. Loose puck, and Champagne jumps on it. And those were the first consecutive chances by CSU, the first non-one and done of the game for the Rams, and it comes 31 minutes in.
And that was the first couple shots that Champagne has seen since his absolutely ridiculous save. Good job by him. Sometimes when a goaltender doesn't see a whole lot of shots in a game, it's tough to make the ones that come on him because he's a little bit cold, but Champagne's not the guy to get cold on you, that's for sure.
Buffs leading the Rams in shots 28-5 at this point in the contest, according to the official count. Nitchin and Minobi lose this puck. Rams with some opportunity here, and nice play there by Matt Adams, the last goal scorer for Colorado. Nitchin can't control this puck. The goal by Adams was assisted by Kinsella and Anders at 14:54. Rams pick up the puck behind the net, loose into the high slot. Hole pinches in, squirts out to Pippin Weisbeck. Weisbeck retreats, stick handles the puck, and leaves it for Carter. Bad pass, and the Rams pick it off over the blue line. Left wing side, Rams hold up. Try the pass to center ice, and a good play developing. Bad pass there, and the Buffs with an opportunity themselves. Luke Carter with a slapper. Dietrich makes an easy stop as Carter was about 80 feet out.
Nice job by North on the Rams. Defenseman able to pick off that pass in the neutral zone and then jumped up and joined the play. But Colorado not giving them any space and weren't able to get anything done.
8:21 left in the middle period. Face off to the left of Dietrich. Gruber on it for the Buffs, wins it towards the wall. Reed Gregory picks it up. A swift skater for the Buffaloes. Loose puck, and he picks it up once more. To the blue line, Weisbeck. A maneuver and a shot blocked out in front. Weisbeck toes this puck back into the zone. Kaufman picks it up and gets it out and leaves it for a teammate, but O'Brien right there for the Buffaloes once more. Gregory steps across the blue. Shot goes wide of Dietrich. Hull will pinch in, try to save it for Colorado. Bad pass there once again by the Rams as they tried to break out, and the Buffs clear it right back in. Picked up on the end wall by Reed Gregory as he kicked it to himself, now on the stick. Hull with a shot from the corner, had no other play, and it ends up in the other corner as John Dora pinched in. Line change coming for Colorado, leads to this easy CSU clear. Gruber, O'Brien with speed on the backhand towards the net. O'Brien scores! What a goal, Luke O'Brien! Drove wide on the backhand, towed it back to the forehand, and went shelf on Dax Dietrich to give the Buffaloes a 6-0 lead with 7:22 left in the second period.
And the last time O'Brien got that much space, did the exact same thing, drove to the outside, used his speed, but instead, last time he looked to make the pass instead of shoot it to the outside. This time what happens? He gets the same exact opportunity and just places a shot right on Dietrich, and it finds the back of the net. Great job by O'Brien, who's having a fantastic game using his speed here tonight.
O'Brien's second goal of the game. The last one was assisted by Reed Gregory, and Ben Hull will get the assists on that one for you in a second as CSU in their own zone controls this puck. Buffs in steady control of this game on senior night in the revenge tour against the Rams. The Ram loses a glove. He's got it now. That's Orm without the glove on his left hand. Anse at the point towards the center of the ice and never got to the man that they wanted it to, and Bradford picks it up. Bradford over the blue line, loses it, sits at the blue line. Kardash has to pull up, plays it back to Dora, and Dora will dump it in. On Dietrich, saved there with the blocker. The assists on the O'Brien goal come from George Gruber and Eric Kardash. And this one goes wide of Dietrich as well, with the Buffs pressuring the Rams once more. They have not laid off by any means. Rams will clear the zone, and it goes for an icing. George Gruber's been everywhere tonight as well, Joe. That was his first point. I was trying to just reference the stat book. Kardash scored or had an assist on the last javelin goal, or the first javelin goal rather. So Kardash has 2 points on the game as well, and Larman 2 for the Buffaloes. A ram falls, Adams retreats.
Kinsella just absolutely laid out Ansay.
Javelin on the right wing side, looking for a hat trick. A couple Buffs looking for hat tricks. Kinsella with a slapper, and Dietrich with the glove. He's able to stop that puck. 5:52 left in the second. Buffs leading 6-0.
Buffs doing a good job of getting pucks on net, following through with those, chasing after loose pucks. You know, really not a whole lot of fight here from the Rams.
Face off to the left of Dietrich. Anders on it for the Buffaloes. These two teams play again tomorrow night to complete their 4-game series. Buffs would go ahead 2-1 if they're able to hold on tonight. 25 minutes of play left. Kinsella hoists it off the glass. Trace Javelin with a ton of speed will beat out the icing and get on this puck first. On the end wall, he spins. Takes it towards the high slot, leaves it for Larman. Shot goes wide of Dietrich, and Max Larman found the soft spot, just was unable to execute the shot to his liking. Champagne leaves it for Matt Anders. Larman overskated it, and the Rams backhand the puck towards the zone. Kinsella went right into him and takes the puck and gives it to Anders. Centerman for the Colorado Buffaloes puts it up ice, and I have never seen that in my days. Matt Anders, and as the puck comes out to Matt Adams, shot blocked there by Legry. Matt Anders took the stick of his defender while he had the puck and making a move, and just pulled it out of his hands and threw it to the end wall. Bauer on the right wing side. I mean, that's got to be a penalty, Joe.
That got to be strong on your stick, I guess. I'm surprised it wasn't called.
We're seeing some fighting out in front with Luke Carter. Shot by Bauer. Goes off somebody up high in front. Everyone's okay. And Ben Hull in the neutral zone. The hits are getting harder, so look out here. Mickey Omanobe plays it up the far side wall. Bounces in on Dietrich. Dietrich will have to pass it right into Bauer. Bauer on the half wall plays it towards Dietrich, and Dietrich makes an easy stop as the puck goes into the netting. 4:13 left in the second. Buffs still leading by a half dozen.
The Buffaloes, awesome job skating the loose pucks, winning the battles, winning the fights. And the Rams have been really slow here in this period for 16 minutes. And the Buffs have done a great job taking advantage of that and still playing their game and not lowering themselves down to a slower paced game.
Buffs out shooting the Rams 18-5 in this second period of play. John Nitchin on the wall, stops it. And Nitchin picks it up towards the circle. Luke Carter's shot was blocked. And now back the other way for the Rams. It's hoisted towards Champagne, and he has to glove it.
And look out for the Rams to start picking up the physicality more here with 4 minutes left to play in the second period and going into the third period.
Try to set a tone for tomorrow night's game, rather. Both of these teams will be playing different lineups tomorrow night. It seems like this has been a unique lineup for the Colorado Buffaloes. Loose puck out in front. Riley will want that one. Or sorry, that was Ansay will want that puck back, or shot back, as he had it wide open in the high slot and risked it near side, short side on Champagne, but nowhere near the net as Champagne plays this puck and leaves it for Hull. Behind the net. And now Cassier at the blue line. Shot goes high and wide. Champagne got messed up in the scrum. Shot again saved by Champagne on the rebound off the end wall from the stick of Kyle Riley. O'Brien chasing. He gets checked off this puck strongly by Tyler Heffelei. Blue line. Riley loses this again. Gruber, he's got O'Brien with him. O'Brien looking for the hat trick. In on net, backhand. Oh, he goes wide. And O'Brien's down in the corner. I think he just wants that puck back. He seems to be okay. And man, that was a dangerous play for Dax Dietrich. Third time he was driving wide. Tried that same move, forehand, backhand. He's done it inverse, forehand, backhand, forehand. But that's his move when he goes wide, and it's a hard move with his speed to stop. Shot out in front, goes high of Champagne. Fans are chanting here, the Colorado faithful into it. John Dora, near side to McClough. And squirts free to Pippin Wisebeck. Some hitting on the near side wall. Players break free. Reed Gregory will put this puck in, and the players keep colliding and finding their fellow hockey players' bodies here, it seems like. McClough with some good pressure there, and Bradford on the puck. Plays it back to the point. Pippin Wisebeck on the blue line, and yes, that is offsides. Wisebeck knew it too, was trying to play it off as he did not know it, but it was fairly obvious. 2 minutes left in the second period, 6-0 Colorado, still leading.
Champagne getting tied up with one of the Ram forwards a little bit earlier. That was Alec Orm, number 8, and Champagne took a little lick at him after he got in on his body.
Rams through the neutral zone. Rosenthal will dump this puck in. Kinsella with a hit, and Champagne plays the puck and leaves it for Kardash. Kardash spins off a check, leaves it for Kinsella. And the K's play catch. Not a great pass on the breakout. Rams don't take advantage of it, just clear the puck back in. Champagne leaves for Kinsella, and Kinsella with speed beats his man up the ice. Kinsella over the blue line, over the red line, and over the blue line. Stops on the half wall, plays it off the end wall, and Bradford unable to tow this puck to where he wanted to, and Doyle there and spins it around the wall. Nice hit there by Joseph Kinsella as the physical play continues. 2-on-1 developing for the Rams. Kardash back towards the front of the net, and Champagne poke checks it away, and there will be a penalty against Colorado, and now there's some action out in front. That's McClough and 15 of the Rams. Liam Miller, who's been involved in some scuffles earlier in this game. It's controlled pretty quickly by the referees, though, and another heady play by Colin Champagne.
The Rams starting to pick up that physicality, just like we mentioned. These guys are frustrated, and if they can't win on the scoreboard, they're going to want to win checking guys. So hopefully Colorado's got to keep communicating on the ice, letting each other know where these guys are so they don't get wrecked.
McAuliffe and Miller go off, as does Kinsella. Colorado already had a penalty coming against them on that rush. So coincidental minors is my guess, with a call against Kinsella as well.
It looked like Kinsella might drop the gloves there. I thought he was going to, but just got tied up with one of the Rams players. They were going back and forth a little bit.
Well, you need Kinsella for the postseason. Can't do anything too dumb. Taylor and Gruber await the words from the referees. The ref will give word to the captain of each team.
And the referee is setting the tone right now, telling Taylor and Gruber that he's not going to stand for this and he's not going to let the game get out of hand.
Penalties yet to be put up on the board.
I mean, the execution tonight here by the Buffaloes has just been superb, and they haven't let off the gas really at all so far the entire game. And it's tough to beat that when Colorado's playing their game. And they're being energized by all these fans here in the arena. Got a nice turnout tonight, which is nice to see. Buffs hockey getting some recognition.
Wow, they're really setting the tone, Joe. They've gave 5-minute majors to the two players that got into it down low behind the net. I thought those were just going to be 2-minute minor roughing calls, and there will be matching minors for another call as well. So Kinsella and McClough are in the box for Colorado. McClough with the major, Kinsella with the minor, and the penalties for CSU will be Grayson North with a 2-minute minor and Liam Miller with a 5-minute major, and they're saying 5 aside because of all the coincidentals. We'll get all the calls for you when we...
Jake, I'm not so sure that scoreboard is right, because I believe it was Kinsella that got tied up with number 15. Yeah, they're changing it right now.
So they'll give the majors to the other players, Joe. Is that what you're saying?
I believe they're going to give a major to the two guys that got tied up, Kinsella and
North.
I think it might have been Miller. We'll let you know in the third.
DeFazio leaves this puck in. Minobi chases for Colorado.
5-on-5 aside, though, right now.
Minobi leaves the puck for number 12. Max Larman, who falls. Javelin there as well. A lot of guys just standing around the puck right now, and it's picked up by Max Larman with speed. He's got Anders with him on the right wing side. Loose puck, and it squirts into the corner. To the blue line. Adams slaps this puck in, and a loose puck out in front. It was blocked. The Colorado Buffaloes player fell. That was Matt Anders, but there is a penalty coming, and it's going against the Rams as they cross-checked a guy out in front of the net trying to clear the crease. That's a hockey play. That'll go against Max Larman? Okay. Interesting. I thought I saw a cross-check out in front. I may have not just seen that Max Larman call.
Larman was near the face-off dot, got tied up with one of the Rams. It looked like it could have just been coincidental.
So here are the last penalties. McClough got a cross-check 5-minute major. Liam Miller got the coincidental 5-minute slashing. Kinsella with a 2-minute misconduct for unsportsmanlike. And North with that same penalty. That was all at the 18:55 mark. And now we've got a 5-minute major being assessed to Max Larman. And he's just been ejected from the game.
Perhaps some frustration from these Rams, but the Buffaloes got to stick with their game. This is not part of their game, taking penalties and getting after the extracurriculars.
And this is what cost them last time they played Colorado State. Granted, it was a 2-goal lead, not a 6-goal lead, but they got a penalty late. No one thought it meant anything because it was a 2-goal lead. Rams scored a quick power play goal, they pulled their goalie, and they scored another one. And we're in a situation now where the Colorado Buffaloes have just left the door open slightly for the Rams, leaving them a 5-minute major that will carry over into the third period of play. 18 seconds left in this second period. Big hit there into the corner as George Gruber falls out to the blue line, and the Rams with some miscommunication here as it ends up in the corner. Nelson with it for the Rams. Quick play out in front, and it never got in on Champagne, and that will end the second period of play. The 5-minute major for Colorado went against number 12, Max Larman. That penalty will have 4 minutes and 39 seconds of carryover time into the third period.
And perhaps you had no momentum for the Rams. They were going to have nothing going into the third period, and now you go into the locker room. The coach can draw up a few power play plays. They got 4:39 of power play time to work with, and of course, since it's a major penalty, if you score, you still got that much time to score more. So they're going to have a chance to get a couple goals. Colorado's still got a 6-0 lead, but nonetheless.
So a cross-checking 5-minute major and the game misconduct to Larman. We'll pick it back up in the third period. Colorado leading 6-0 after 2 periods of play here in the Rocky Mountain Ice Showdown, as I'm rebranding the Rocky Mountain Face-Off. back for the third period of play in the Rocky Mountain face-off between the Colorado Buffaloes and Colorado State Rams. Buffs leading their foes from Fort Collins 6-0 after 40 minutes of play. Final 20 here will start with 4 minutes and 39 seconds of power play time to the Rams as Max Larman took a 5-minute major for cross-checking and got a game misconduct towards the end of that second period. But before we get into that, take a quick break on the game and wish my father, Jeff Shapiro, a happy birthday. It's very important, as I've learned from Pat Foley, the Blackhawks broadcaster, to take a break and wish everyone a happy birthday. So
happy birthday, Dad.
Happy birthday, Dad. Happy birthday, John Elway. Happy birthday, anyone who is celebrating today. Joe, what do the Buffaloes need to do in this third period? It's obviously probably just play clean and take care of everything, make sure no one gets hurt.
Right. I mean, that's pretty much the way to go. You got the 6-0 lead, but you're going to be shorthanded for the next 4 minutes and 39 seconds. So, and their penalty kill has been strong tonight, making it really rough on the Rams to enter the zone. The zone entry has been a serious problem for them tonight, and the Buffs got to get their sticks in the passing lanes and just waste basically the next 4 minutes and 39 seconds. And then besides that, you just got to play a clean game. Stay out of the box, because last time the Rams were in this building, the Buffs had a two-goal lead, and they took a penalty at the end of the game, and they blew it in a shootout.
The Rams have made a goaltender substitution to start this third period. Robert McDonald is in there, 5'11", 165 pounds, 30 pounds less in weight, same height as Dietrich. 8 games on the year, 1-6 record with a .459 goals against and a .866 save percentage. So the Rams putting in not their backup's backup essentially in this one, as like I said earlier, both teams have strange lineups today because this game does mean something for Colorado, or it could mean something for Colorado. It's not likely to. Colorado State, it means nothing. So both of these teams not playing every single one of their best players. The Rams are playing, most of their best players on their top line, as are the Buffaloes, because it's senior night. But some of the bottom 6 for both these teams, as well as the backup goalies. Luxor's normally Colorado's backup goalie. Cerullo and Lux switch off. But my point being, there's a lot of it's a different lineup than we normally see out here for both of these teams.
And no big surprise, the Rams deciding to change up the goaltender. A rough night for Dietrich. Can't put the blame on him. A lot of Rams defensive zone positioning, leaving guys open with too much space. So perhaps a little wake-up call to his team, changing the netminder going into this period with the power play.
Let in 6 goals on 33 shots. Colorado leads in the shots 33-9 after 40 minutes of action. And we'll see what other changes Colorado State makes, as they've struggled mightily on the power play as well. Colorado's PK has bested them through 2 periods of play. This will be their, I believe, 4th opportunity on the power play, continuing on here in the third period. Rams win the draw to start this third and final frame here on Buff Sports Live. Thanks for tuning in. Rams played up the near side. Gruber easily catches it and will throw it to the far side and dump the puck in. George's father, George Gruber the 6th, is here in attendance down from the mountains. It's his mother and his final game. Always a nice family to talk to when we come out to the game. As Gruber intercepts this puck and will clear the zone of the far side wall, and McDonald comes out to play it.
And again, the Rams not able to enter the zone.
Rams behind the net. And on the far side, the Buffs will stack 4 on the blue line once more. Rams through the neutral zone. Orm finally gets it over the blue line, has to play it towards Champagne, clears it up the half wall, stopped there by Aquila, and down the wall to Blake Davies. Taken there by Pippin Weisbeck, the defenseman for Colorado. Left wing side, Trace Jablin looking for a hat trick. Jablin wide on McDonald, couldn't finish the move as he looked for the forehand on the wide side and was unable to get his stick on that puck. He did beat McDonald.
And a great job by Colorado driving to the outside, using the speed yet again.
The Rams play catch. Riley DeFazio with the puck right now for For whatever reason, and I've always noticed this about DeFazio's jersey, he's got gold on his ram instead of the white, like all of his teammates. Has him sticking out a bit. I believe that's a jersey from a prior year. Trace Javelin up the left wing side as the Buffs kill time on this 5-minute major. Dora with a bad pass, intercepted there by Anse. Shot in on Champagne, and it ends up between his pads. He squeezes it and stops it.
And that puck was sliding under the pad of Champagne. Champagne able to just put enough pressure on it and slide his foot away from the goal to keep it from sliding into the goal.
I would say perhaps that the clean ice helped that puck, but when the ice is clean here, it often gets a little harder to move on because it gets wet. So Champagne may have been a beneficiary of that wet ice.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Loose puck out in front. Kardash defending for Colorado. Up the half wall for the Rams. Played it back to the point, DeFazio. And stolen away. Jake Bauer, right wing side, Colorado, one-on-one. Tried the toe drag, unable to complete the move. Broken up there by Tyler Nelson. Nelson plays it up to DeFazio. Up the wall, DeFazio loses this. Nitchin stifles that attempt, and Nitchin will play it back to Eric Kardash. Kardash will hoist it, and Bauer will chase, or he'll go off for a change, he decides. 2:10 left in the 5-minute major, 17:30 left in the third period. Buffs up 6-0. Rams unable to capitalize thus far on the major to Max Larman. Aquila gets stunned at the blue line by Adams. Then the puck follows into the zone as Weisbeck clears around the boards. Aquila takes it. Aquila will wind it up, looking backdoor. Shot in on Champagne, paddled aside with the pad. And into the corner they play on. Cleared by O'Brien. O'Brien's got 2 goals on the evening, as does Trace Javelin. Both guys seeking a hat trick. Colorado has been dominating CSU here in the game. Right wing side, shot saved by Champagne off the stick of Aquila. And up ice. Back the other way for CSU, Blake Davies working on number 3, John Dora, spins him around back to the blue line. CSU down the left wing side, that's Brian Casiera. Loses the puck behind the net. Adams loses this one, back towards the net. Orm with a shot, saved by Champagne. All he had to do was stay there, and now a player falls out in front. Champagne may have just taken a penalty as he gloved the CSU player that fell. That was Brian Casiera. Nothing comes of it, but Champagne just protecting that blue paint and also barking at CSU.
Good job there by Champagne, hugging the post and being really strong on that post on that last shot.
I told Colin yesterday when I came to practice that I think I could talk smack better than him, and his talking smack game is so good that he didn't even phase it. He didn't say anything back. I think he won that one. Nelson to the left wing side. And on the power play for the Rams, good stick there by Hull. To the right wing side, DeFazio looking back door, never got to the stick of Jared Southwell. Up ice, Bradford's attempt at the clear was broken up, and Riley, that was Anse, was offsides when he slapped that puck over the blue line. And how was John Dora to know that? But Dora takes exception either way. That was an honest mistake by Austin Anse.
Yeah, nonetheless, if you're the Buffaloes, you don't want that puck firing at your goalie after the whistle, and the Buffs are just trying to stand up for Colin Champagne.
Neutral zone draw, 27 left in the 5-minute major. DeFazio takes the puck in the neutral zone, throws it to the far side for Blake Davies. Riley hoists it in. Anse will chase, as will Doyle for the Buffaloes. Doyle gets his stick on it first. Anse controls it briefly, and it goes right back into the corner where Dora plays it up to Doyle, hits the referee's skate on the half wall, and now Bradford controls. Up ice and over the blue line. Even strength they play. Bradford into the corner and will eat some time as the Buffaloes make some changes. At the very least, Bradford's battling with 3 Rams all by himself, and now Doyle offers some support. Puck squirts free finally. Rams take control. Doyle with a nice stick and towards the blue line. Rams clear it, and this should be icing, waved off. Kardash plays it for Colorado. 14:55 left in the third period, 5-on-5 hockey. McClough, right wing side, up ice to Eric Kardash. Kardash skating towards the net, has to stop on the half wall. Puck broken up off his stick by number 20 of the Rams. That is Yuval Rosenthal. Quick play out in front, and a great save there by McDonald as the Buffaloes were trying to give Trace Jablin that hat trick on a quick developing play.
A great job there by Trace Jablin. Receives that puck over near the blue line on the half boards, makes a pass, and then drives right to the net after that, and because of that, gets a great shot. Good job by Jablin.
Loose puck out in front. McDonald able to stand tall as the Rams take it off the left wing side. That's Kaufman with it. Shot on goal by Kardash, saved by McDonald. Mikko Minobi on there. Trace Jablin with a huge hit, and they call a penalty after the reaction to the hit. That was a clean hit.
And the referee a little bit slow to put his arm up there. On the initial contact, didn't put his arm up, saw the Ram go down, and put up that arm to call a penalty.
The Ram is still down, but what I will say is the Ram was facing towards the neutral zone, had a clear path to see what was going on. Jablin hit him into the boards, and his head slammed back into the boards, but that can't be a boarding because his back was not turned to the player, rather his back was turned to the boards.
I'm not sure how the referee saw it, but as far as the referees are concerned, they're going to call a boarding. The definition is anything that dangerously sends a man into the boards. So how do you call that? That's up to the referee. But as far as I saw, maybe not a penalty, but they're only giving him 2 here, which is good to see.
2-minute minor to Trace Jablin, who's got 2 goals in this one. Joe, what's the definition of roughing while you're giving us the definition of penalties?
I don't know that there truly is a definition of roughing. It's like asking an NHL coach what goalie interference is. Or offsides.
Buffs get the
Nobody
clear.
knows. Nobody knows.
It's the NFL's version of what's a catch. And that call would be elbowing, which was definitely not what happened. It could have been a boarding, but hey, we'll take it. Rams, Riley plays it. Riley with another opportunity on the power play, and the thing about the Rams' inability on the power play is Kardash plays it off his own net, and a loose puck out in front has to be jumped on by Champagne. It ended up being a dangerous play on what should have not been, a mental error perhaps by Eric Kardash. But because of the Rams' inability on the power play in this game, it's allowed Colorado to be ultra aggressive.
Yeah, definitely. That's the case. I mean, they had the 5-minute major, couldn't capitalize on that. A couple early power plays in the first period. And so far, the Buffs have blanked them.
I don't think Colin Champine's going to like hearing what you just said as the shot goes towards the net. Champagne makes a save. Rebound! Saved by Champagne once more. And Joey almost had to eat his words as the puck squirts free to the blue line. Played back in by the Rams into the corner. No call there on that Ram player that fell down. Pippin Weisbeck takes control up the half wall. Doyle will chase for Colorado. Off the end wall, Doyle on the shorthanded attempt. Will eat some clock and play it back to Matt Adams. All the way in his own zone. Adams retreats, killing clock, and will clear it the length of the ice. McDonald has to play this puck.
Another good penalty kill by the Buffaloes. Only opportunity that they let up. Champagne's positioning was perfect, and he stopped it.
Near side wall. Big hit there. Nitchin takes control. Shorthanded opportunity. Glove by McDonald. Had someone in the chat say pretty obvious Shap misses baseball. Most people don't know this about me. Hockey's my favorite sport. But yes, I do miss baseball. I said that in the broadcast earlier. But I will miss the cold rinks. It's my senior night too, and it's been fun covering these Colorado Buffaloes for a couple years here. Bauer loses this faceoff on the offensive zone. Opportunity on the shorthanded attempt, and the Rams up the left wing side. Bauer angles Onse off the puck. And the Buffs clear back to McDonald.
Nice job there by Bauer to tie up the hands of Onse. That's the priority.
Tyler Nelson with a pass. Riley now controls it. Riley loses it with the stick, and stepping over the boards is Luke Carter. Carter will crash behind the net on the forecheck. Puck squirts free to the half wall where John Nitchin picks it up. Back to John Dora. Luke Carter to Dora. Dora has to play it towards the middle of the ice. Comes back to Carter. Shot blocked out in front by Kyle Riley. Carter, Nitchin, down low for Bauer. Back to the blue line for Hull. Hull likes to shoot, does, and saved there by McDonald with 11:45 left in the third.
Some nice puck movement there by the Buffaloes. Nice shot by Hull. And a good job by McDonald not to let up a second rebound opportunity.
Gruber, Gregory, and O'Brien out there for the Buffaloes, one of their best lines tonight. O'Brien's got 2 on the game. They'll be targeting here on this offensive zone possession for Colorado. If they can control this faceoff, they can't. Squirts free into the neutral zone where Eric Kardash plays on over to Joseph Kinsella. Kinsella up ice to George Gruber. Over the blue line now, O'Brien steps on the backhand. O'Brien hoists it towards the net. McDonald gloves it down before they could find the stick of George Gruber. $11:25 left in the third. Same line sticks out there. Gruber back on the draw. Takes this on the forehand back to Kardash. She winds up, shoots, and it's saved by McDonald. Gruber in the corner. Reed Gregory back to Luke O'Brien. And Kardash at the blue line. Shot saved once again by McDonald with no traffic in front for Eric Kardash. The Rams have 8 shots in this third period. Of course, they had that penalty, but they had 9 shots all game going into this period, so putting more effort of getting a shots on goal. Not many scoring opportunities, however, as Gruber with 11:11 left in the third steps in for this draw. One back by the Rams to the end wall, and up the left wing side, the Rams advance it. Kardash on the puck now for Colorado. Played up the wall, Luke O'Brien. Thought he beat out the icing. I don't think he did. And Yuval Rosenthal was first there. O'Brien will have a conversation with the linesman.
Either way, O'Brien's hungry. He wants number 3 tonight.
Well, this icing will keep him on the ice is what he doesn't realize. He was going to get off for a line change in about a half second there. And O'Brien, this might work out best for him because now he's going to have to go the full length of the ice and he can use his speed. He's all the way up on that right wing side as he skates up on the faceoff. He's cherry picking a bit even.
Yeah, he didn't even come set for the faceoff. Well, why didn't he let that one go, though?
A little retribution for thinking he missed that call before. Kinsella over the line offsides. That's a good call again. Line change for Colorado. They've got one more game in their regular season, which is tomorrow night up in Fort Collins against these very Rams. As the Buffs will try to win the season series. They'll be up 2-1 if this game holds, and that will end their regular season. Then they'll go to Nationals in Columbus in early March, where right now they're the 8th seed in the country. About 20 teams make that tournament, trying to avoid Iowa State, who have knocked them out the last 2 years. Adams and Weisbeck retreat. Weisbeck behind the net for Colorado, gets pushed off the puck. Weisbeck jumps right back on it. Nice move to get around Bradford, his teammate. Doyle for the Buffs. Over the left wing side. Doyle got a point tonight already on the Bradford goal. Plays it back to Adams. Deflected right back to Doyle's stick. On the half wall, he's checked into the boards. McClough picks it up. McClough with a nifty maneuver towards center ice. Weisbeck holds and shoots and saved by McDonald.
Some nice skating there by Weisbeck. Initially didn't have a clear path to the goalie. Makes a couple moves, gets a clear shot, but no rebound again from McDonald. Got to give credit to him. Came in this game, he's been doing a pretty good job so far.
Bradford getting ready to take this draw. The left-handed shot. Stuck between the skates of the two players, one on by the winger of the Rams. Southwell up the near side, and the Rams player, Onse, got tangled up at the blue line and fell off sides. Neutral ice draw upcoming. 9:40 left in the third period. Colorado leading 6-0. It seems like the stadium is now playing the intro songs playlist off Spotify. Had the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and I'm not sure what that one was, but it was a classic sitcom, whatever it was. Bradford over the blue line on the backhand will baseball bat this one in towards Doyle. Doyle falls on the end wall, gets right back up. He's okay. Bradford over to McClough. McClough back to Bradford. No stick by that Rams defenseman, so nicely defended there for not having a stick. Right wing side, Southwell picks up this puck. No high stick there. Played it just above the belt. And Weisbeck back on the backhand. Turnover. Kyle Riley for the Rams. Up ice. Shot saved by Champagne. Rebound! Champagne! How does he do it?
Southwell's going to want that opportunity back. That's for sure. Southwell with a great shift on that last play. Catches a long stretch pass on the breakout. Sticks it out of midair. And the ensuing rush for the Rams, a great rebound, goes right on the stick of Southwell. He's got a 6x4, and he shoots it right back into Colin Champagne.
That puck goes just high of a jumping Colin Champagne, trying to make a save on a puck about 5 feet above his net. And I love Colin because I can see his face even through his mask right now, just grinning ear to ear and talking to anyone that will listen. Anders across the blue line for the Buffs with a chance. Play towards the front of the net. Jablin seeking the hat trick, but McDonald answers Trace Jablin. Colin's just like looking at his reflection in the mirror on the glass over there, checking out how cool he is on his home ice for one final time. He's earned it. He can do whatever he wants over there in his own net. Offensive zone draw for Colorado, kicked by the Buffaloes player, Matt Anders. Minobi playing forward now with Max Larman out of this one. The game misconduct. Jablin, on the left wing side, back to Dora. Looking for Trace Jablin, and puck comes free in the slot, played by the Rams. Minobi behind the net, backhands this puck towards the corner, played by the Rams, and then a loose puck after deflecting off Minobi. Again into the slot. You don't want that puck there if you're the Rams. Corey Taylor plays it behind his own net for Tyler Nelson. Up ice, and that one's tipped, so no icing. Champagne comes out of his net, plays it with the forehand, and he's going to start the rush himself.
He's been coming out of the net a lot this game, and it's been hard for the Rams to come in after they've dumped the puck because of it.
Yeah, Buffs operating in a trap tonight, and it's worked very, very well. Cassiera hit by Dora. John Dora's got a whole fraternity of folks here, and I don't mean actual fraternity, as the Rams get this turnover. It's got about 6 people there, and every time John Dora lays a hit on, you've got 6 people cheering and banging the boards. Don't bang the glass, kids. Quick lesson. Ben Hull picks up this puck behind his own goal line and gets stifled there at the circle. Trace Jablin now with it. He's not going to step off the ice if he doesn't have to, but he was stifled there in the neutral zone, had to clear as Matt Anders plays the puck, or was chasing the puck rather, and the Rams up the left wing side to the right wing boards and back into the neutral zone. Brian Cassiera. Orm picks up this puck, kicks it to himself. Shot goes wide of Champagne. Great play by Orm, just creating a scoring chance there out of nothing play, and he didn't really even have the puck under control. DeFazio lays a hit on Kardash, and the puck ends up in the Colorado bench. It'll be a neutral ice draw.
That's got to be one of the better opportunities that they've gotten so far in this game. Champagne coming out on top of that blue paint, being a little bit aggressive. And fortunately for him, that shot just goes wide of the net.
Neutral zone draw for Colorado. Bauer in on it. And Riley wins it forward for the Rams. He's got Onse with him. And shot into the breadbasket of Kardash. And Kardash kicks it up as Luke Carter takes it for Colorado. Carter towards the end wall. Mitchin lays the body, and Bauer unable to get this. Onse on it for the CSU, and Kardash playing it with Kinsella. Kardash has to retreat. Champagne out of the net again. Kardash behind the net. Looking a bit slower than he once was. Played a lot of minutes in this game. Bauer over the blue line on the left wing side. Good stick there by the CSU Ram, number 11, Elijah Aquilia. And now up ice, 2-on-1. Onse, he's got Riley with him. Towards the net, Riley, and too much passing there as the good back check came from Joseph Kinsella to break up that play.
Riley tried to stick that down instead of just leaving his stick on the ice and letting that puck come to him.
Big hit there as Luke Carter goes into the glass. Reed Gregory now has some speed through the neutral zone. Shot goes wide of McDonald. George Gruber there chasing as well. He gets bumped off the puck quickly, but retreats and gets it over the net. Gruber on the half wall gets checked there and picked up by number 2, Blake Davies. Rams having trouble once more. Buffs will get it in the neutral zone. Adams has 1 goal tonight, plays it on to Pippin Weisbeck, and Reed Gregory now again for the Buffaloes. Gregory, he's essential to this line on the left wing side towards the front of the net for O'Brien, and O'Brien tips it just high above the net. Luke O'Brien doing anything he possibly can for this hat trick. He's got 5 minutes and 19 seconds left in the third period to try and complete it.
A great feed there by Reed Gregory, just looking for the stick of O'Brien on the ice. It ends up hitting O'Brien's stick and just sailing up and out of play.
And Luke's from Boston, so his parents don't often get to see him play here. And Luke keeps commenting to me twice this week how happy he was that his father was here and able to see his last game. And that was a trip. Joe, did you get a number on who had that for Colorado?
No. It looks like it's Weisbeck here is going to get the call for tripping.
Yeah, Brian Cassiera had a lot of speed through the neutral zone, and Weisbeck stuck out his skate. Thankfully for both these teams, nothing came of it. That was a hockey play, maybe not the
unintentional
smartest hockey play, but yes. It's in the course.
Weisbeck just trying to get his stick out and poke that puck free in the neutral zone and ends up getting the legs of the Rams player. A chance for them to get some power play time out here, practice their power play and setting it up.
Shot blocked out in front to start this power play, and this is where the Rams have struggled all night. The power play zone entry, and here they have another opportunity as the puck came free into the neutral zone. Riley leaves it for Southwell. They're trying the drop back. This one's going to work over the left wing side. Nice play there by Riley DeFazio, unable to get a shot out off of it, and George Gruber clears the zone.
A nice push and back entry for the Rams. Finally had a clean zone entry.
Rams have not scored tonight, and they definitely have not scored on the power play, as they've had opportunity after opportunity. They've had as many opportunities on the power play as Colorado's had goals. Taylor on the right wing side. Over towards the left wing, and Champagne makes a sprawling stop on Austin Onse as he was wide open in the low slot. Champagne didn't really have to sprawl to make that stop, but made it look more spectacular than it needed to be.
Another push and back entry for the Rams. They were able to enter in the zone cleanly. That puck ends up on Onse's stick. He couldn't really get all of it, and he sort of threw a changeup at Champagne, which didn't faze him at all. He threw his body right at that puck and kept it out of the net.
I don't know what took him so long, and now you have Colin fixing his gear, which I'm sure really needed to be fixed right now after the Rams get their first real chances of the game, or at least of the third period. This has been the best power play that they've had by far with 1:08 left on it. So Colin now killing all the momentum he possibly can. Something's in his pad, you know. I don't know how it got there.
And Taylor for the Rams is having some words with Hull over by the bench.
It looks friendly. As friendly as this rivalry can be. Taylor's definitely not chatting, but Ben Hull's right there talking to the referee as well. And now Champagne's ready to go, so the ref gives the linesman the ready to go. Linesman drops the puck and gives back to Kardash on the penalty kill win by the Buffaloes off the draw. Loose puck on the half wall. Kardash there for Colorado, laying the body on a Colorado State Ram. That's Blake Davies. Davies played off the puck. Buffs hoist it the length of the ice, and that was a nice play by Matt Anders. Jablin on the penalty kill. He's got 2 goals tonight, so look for him to take an opportunity. Jablin will lay it into the zone and chase. He crashes into the goalie. Nothing comes of it. 30 seconds left on the power play. 3:40 left in regulation time. Buffs leading by a half dozen, 6-0, late into the third period. Easy save by Champagne. Jablin picks up the loose puck in front, near side for Matt Adams. Matt Adams plays it up ice, and nobody there for Colorado to retrieve the Adams pass. Left wing side, Grayson North will shoot this puck, and it ends in the netting, and the fans have a laugh as Alec Orme lost a tire after the play.
Buffalo players got to be really appreciative of the turnout here tonight. Just been able to feed off of the energy from the fans here, and it's been really cool to see.
Got to be happy with this one. The only thing, there's about 2 things that could happen to cap it, and we'll see what happens in the final 3:10. And we're talking about Champagne completing his effort tonight. Quick play out in front. Champagne has to make a stop. Another stop, and there's
you had to eat your words this time, Jake.
That's the announcer's curse. That's my fault, Colin. As CSU gets on the board 6-1 as I was finishing my sentence about Colin Champagne's shutout. That's how it happens.
The fans are booing you.
Yeah. We'll get that goal for you in the scores, but the other thing that could complete it was a hat trick, but I think I just cursed about the whole game here.
Just kind of a fluke goal. Puck was loose in front of Champagne and just kind of snuck past him. I don't think he knew where it was.
Yeah, it bounced in on him, and then there was a rebound that bounced in on him again, and Carter up ice, Nitchin slaps it, goes wide of McDonald. Bauer chases for Colorado, and Kyle Riley on it for the Rams. Nitchin kicks the puck up to his stick. We'll throw it off the boards. Bauer has to retreat and play this puck. And Kinsella kills some clock. Back to Bauer, left wing side with speed. Bauer over the blue line, trying to make a play. Leaves it for Nitchin. Nitchin goes wide. Shot, pass, goes wide, and nobody was there to retrieve it. And behind the net, Cardash shot, saved by McDonald. Reed Gregory coming back on the ice with Luke O'Brien, George Gruber. 2:22 left in the third period. 2:22. So you were thinking. Brian chasing the CSU Ram win in their own zone. We'll focus in on Luke O'Brien as he's in the high slot right now. Reed Gregory breaks up this passing play on the right wing side. O'Brien gives support with number 2, Joseph Kinsella. Puck still loose. Finally, Rams pull it away, and it comes back towards Champagne as he will play it with the stick. Cardash up ice. George Gruber with speed. Gruber wants one on his senior night. McDonald will play it out of his own net up the half wall. Gets back in his own net, and the Rams into the neutral zone. 100 seconds left in this hockey game. Shot saved by Champagne again. And Champagne's been very solid here in the third period. Rams actually out shooting the Buffaloes 15-10 in the third. George Gruber back in his own zone, played up the left wing side. O'Brien, here it comes. Luke O'Brien over the blue line, going wide. Again, Luke O'Brien shot saved by McDonald. With 76 seconds left in regulation.
Another good play there by O'Brien. How many times in this game have we seen him drive wide and get good shots on the goalie?
Rams win this draw. Buffs 70 seconds away from winning here on senior night and revenging their earlier loss to CSU on their home ice in a shootout. Buffs play with a high stick, hence the whistle, with 60 seconds left.
A really special night for Colorado players, especially the seniors. We want to wish them the best on their future endeavors, and
more importantly, the best in their final games of their collegiate hockey career, as
definitely
they still have some time ahead of them, and we won't have those games for you on Buff Sports Live, but we'll make sure you guys see the links, whether you follow the CU Buffs Hockey Twitter or Facebook or the Buff Sports Live Twitter. We will send those out when we get them, when those games occur.
They sure brought their game tonight.
Yep, no disappointments from the Colorado Buffaloes. I was a bit worried coming into this one as the Rams with one more scoring opportunity, big hit on Pippin Weisbach by number 26, Corey Taylor. I was a bit worried tonight with all the emotions. You had a bunch of different factors playing in, and the Buffs lived up to the billing of the hype on this one, and they're going to go home with a win as Doyle into the zone. Doyle with a shot saved by McDonald. Loose puck as Bradford came crashing. No intent there to hurt him. And Doyle back to Bradford in front of the net seeking his second goal. And Bradford is cleared down low as some cross checks out on the left wing side behind the play. And that's going to lead to coincidental minors or majors with 8.4 left in the third period.
Looked like he was going after Bradford a little bit there, and Bradford was kind of just standing up for himself. Don't know if I agree with the call, but
it won't matter.
It won't matter.
Champagne was out of his net. Colin will be the first to fight anyone he can possibly get his hands on.
And Bradford gets a 2.
2-minute minor for Bradford, who wears 22. And the Rams with 8 seconds left. And Colin comes out of his net. I think he was trying to get a shot on goal, perhaps. Who knows?
That's what it looked like.
Dora up the half wall, and that'll end the game. Colorado wins 6-1, defeating the CSU Rams here in Boulder on senior night in the Rocky Mountain Face-Off. A great win for the Colorado Buffaloes as they have one more regular season game left tomorrow night in Fort Collins against these very Rams. And this will wrap up the final broadcast of the year for Buff Sports Live, Colorado Buffaloes hockey. These two teams will shake hands. All the seniors, their last time here on the ice. My last time on the broadcast of CU Buffs hockey. I want to thank Mitch Sanchez, who's been here all year producing games. James Margolis, our cameraman all year. Joey Shapiro, my color commentator. And you've got me, Jake Shapiro. Thanks for tuning in. The teams thought about shaking hands, if you're wondering what was going on. They play tomorrow night. That's why they were considering shaking hands and then didn't, because they're not used to playing a home-and-home. That's not normally what happens in this conference. Anyway, that wraps up this one tonight here on Buff Sports Live. You can follow our Twitter, Buff Sports Live. Follow my Twitter, @Shapalicious. His Twitter's @NoProblemJoe. Thank you so much for tuning in all year and tonight on Boulder Channel 63 or Buff Sports Live. We will see you next year or very soon.